This video presented by the latest Rooster Teeth documentary, The World's Greatest Head Massage, an ASMR Journey. Available now for Rooster Teeth First members. Start your free 30-day trial now at roosterteeth.com.
Hello, everyone. Did you know that if you are a first member on roosterteeth.com, you could be watching this podcast live every Monday at 7:30 p.m.? Well, now you know. You don't have to be watching it 2 days later on YouTube, so go sign up at roosterteeth.com/first.
Hey, everybody.
Yo.
Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. Sans Gus today.
Feels so good.
Why don't you introduce yourself, Mr. Greenhair?
Okay. Hi. Hey. I'm Jeremy.
You were a bit nervous there. I'm
I
Gavin.
don't know where to look.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Bernie.
Can we all just listen to the silence
not doing it again.
of no Gus? Oh, that was nice.
You mean
Was
no
that good?
second Gus?
Yeah. Yeah. So why do you hate Jeremy's hair?
First of all, before we start, I want to thank our sponsors who are bringing you the Rooster Teeth podcast tonight. Audible.com, Blue Apron, and Harry's.
Good job.
Okay.
As you were saying, Gavin.
Why do you hate Jeremy?
I
I mean,
don't hate-
why do you hate his hair?
Why do you hate me, Bernie?
I don't hate you. You fucked up though.
Who
on
hurt you?
something.
Who hurt you?
I heard you were going to be on the podcast night, and you and I worked together so rarely. I
Right.
think was I right when I said on that panel that
Have you ever met before?
the rap that we did together for Sarge versus Church, Red versus Blue. That was the first time you and I have worked together, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Well,
the
when
Maybe
only
like
else
an
would
RT
you-
Life.
When else would you cross paths?
No,
I don't know, but that's weird to me that we would just never cross paths.
That you
Is
would-
it though? I mean, we're in a totally different building too.
I guess so.
I guess because you're both talent. It's rare. It's rare that two talents don't work together.
Yeah, that is rare.
Occasionally I'll drop. I haven't done it in a long time, but I drop in on like a Let's Play or a Let's Watch occasionally, and I dropped in on Uncharted.
Oh,
one.
yeah,
were-
you did. You
You
right
were
in
in
the end.
on that one, yeah.
Yeah, you dropped in and you were pouring out your soul to me about Ashley knowing somebody who looked like Nathan Drake.
That motherfucker.
And you're like, I don't know what's so good about hot guys or something.
She knows this guy in Australia who looks just like Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
Is that why you don't like Jeremy?
No, I like Jeremy just fine. Why I don't like Jeremy? I don't
You know the star of Uncharted, the 5'4" green-haired
Yeah.
asshole. Yeah.
It's not that I don't like Jeremy. I just think Jeremy made a very, very terrible mistake recently.
Okay.
Which was?
To your own detriment. To your own detriment. Which is you recently got married. Not where I'm going with this. Congratulations.
You
Same.
fucked up, Jeremy.
So when you got married, you had a wedding, as people tend to do.
Right.
You did not invite Matt or I. Or maybe you did invite Matt and not me.
No, I didn't invite anybody from the company.
Why would he
I
have
didn't,
to?
I didn't get invited.
Here's why. You missed out on gifts. You missed out big time. Where was the wedding?
The wedding was in New Hampshire.
Say, no fucking way am I going to New Hampshire.
Right.
Right?
Which means
in a million
he'd feel
years that's
even
not happening.
worse and get you a better gift.
Well, okay.
Exactly right.
And here's what Jeff said to this, because Jeff brought this up at PAX East, like in front of everybody, that I didn't invite him. And
You didn't invite Jeff?
No. And here's what Jeff said to me.
I mean, you got to be firm.
He goes,
I give way better gifts than Jeff, by the way.
he's like, oh, you know,
Thought you said
I'm not.
head.
I guess I'm not. I never go to your house. I'm not invited to your wedding. All this stuff like that. I said, Jeff, let's admit it right now. The best gift I could have given you is not inviting you. And he said, you're exactly
Yeah.
right. I mean, that's the
you know
fact.
Jeff well enough to know that's
Right.
true. Yeah.
Nobody here wants to fly to New Hampshire.
I would
Nobody
do
does.
it.
I didn't even know that was a place.
But all you gotta do is send out a $2
I don't want to risk that someone will just out of spite do it.
So now
Nobody's
you're saying,
doing that here.
So now you're saying you absolutely don't want them to come.
Well,
That's not like I'm conveniencing you by not inviting you. Now you're saying I hope they don't come because that would be awful.
because it would be one person to make that call, and all I can imagine is my family, Kat's family, and Jeff Ramsey sitting there.
Jeff
You're
gets
like,
along
so
with
this is my
people.
boss.
He does.
Yeah.
He's a chameleon. He can fit into any situation socially. That is the first time I think I've ever heard anyone use the word convenience as a verb. Like, I've heard of being inconvenienced, which is a very American thing. Like, I was so inconvenienced by that. But I've never heard of being convenienced by
that
someone.
not
Or
a
a
word?
convenience store where you can buy convenience.
Is that
I've
not a
never
word?
heard that before.
No.
I'm conveniencing you by letting you out of it.
This guy was heading towards the door and he convenienced me by opening it. It's I never heard that before.
So what's the opposite of being inconvenienced?
Also, convenience sounds like a negative word, like you're being convenienced. Like, venience
So
is
venient should be.
Venient
Con,
is
I
the
think,
base.
is what
Yeah,
Get
you've
it.
got in and con.
Is venience like an evil thing? Like, I was So someone prevented me from doing something. So they convenienced me.
I was about to be venienced, and some guy absolutely saved me.
And then inconvenience is not interfered with, basically.
So, venient.
But why do you hate Jeremy?
Is not a word. Like what you're trying to piece together.
Congratulations on your wedding. You should
Thank
have
you.
sent out wedding invitations. You can still do it, by the way.
I'll remember that next time.
Do like no. Too soon.
Yeah.
Don't make jokes. The thing you can do though is you can get a postmarking machine and postmark it like earlier and just like
I got lost in the mail.
throw it and match shit on his desk and he'll be like, "Fuck, I got this invitation and I didn't do anything but send you a nice gift."
That'd be
Look
really
at that.
great.
If we cut that from the podcast that comes out,
Matt's not watching the podcast. Do it anyway.
Yeah,
See
highly
if,
doubt it.
See if he can even tell. How are y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm on vacation right now.
why you
I
come
know.
in then?
Because I was in town. It's like we went to
You took
New
a week
York
off?
we went to Wednesday to Wednesday. I'm off.
Oh, okay.
And we took off Wednesday, me and the boys, and we went to New York City, and because they had never been to New York.
Was Ryan there?
Was Ryan there? No, why?
Because he's also
He's
on vacation.
Do you know where he
Maybe
is?
vacate together.
So you're just lost in the house, as far as we know.
Ryan?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, he didn't tell anyone.
I'm sure Ryan's in his bunker.
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing? Is he like hiding out? I was gonna make a joke about not everybody in the company has a family that vacations with Ryan. This might be just your house that does that. Have a cheeky little laugh in Australia.
Oh, Gavin. It's been nonstop for you today, Gav.
Oh yeah. it's
What
been a
happened
day.
today?
Nothing, just those jokes
You know,
constantly.
the all loving favorite Meg Ryan jokes. You know, they're
Why
still at
today
it.
out of all days?
I don't know, because Ryan's on vacation.
The joke won't die.
So he must be with them.
So, yeah, exactly. We're like, well,
Process
where
of
else could he be?
elimination.
I hope
Not
that's the
here.
first time I've ever made that joke. I'm
I
not
doubt
sure it
it.
is, but
You proud? Do you feel proud of it?
no, I feel kind of dirty. But that's
I like
okay.
I like your iPad Pro. That's a nice looking
Dude, I
device.
like this thing. It's huge.
Should we-
It's ridiculous.
Should we explain?
I don't know if people can really see it even. I don't
That's
even know
true.
like if it's that big a deal. It's pretty well masked.
Even the
there.
people that can see it, they don't care.
What if I
So-
put something dark behind it?
The second part.
I mean, it's black.
I know. That's why.
Put something dark-
I was being
like me-
ironic.
like the
Jesus
couch?
Christ, shut up. It was the only thing I had available. This set is black and black.
So what Barbara is talking about is there's a microphone with two ears on it, sitting on the what used to be the coffee table, it's now a wicker like foot
But
stand.
the ears are
Yeah.
bendy like ears.
Yeah, they're mush ears. They give you a little.
Yeah, they're
Can I have a
pretty
mush on one of
realistic.
It should be a little higher.
Oh.
Why don't you go say hello to it? So this is a binaural microphone. A lot of ASMR artists use these, and because Gavin and I
Don't do it.
were very happy to take part in the ASMR documentary that we made called "The World's Greatest Head Massage," we have decided to record this podcast additionally as a binaural podcast. Which
So
we've done a couple of these so far, binaural ones.
On RT Labs?
Oh, we did on RT Labs, our test lab.
Didn't
I
you
like,
just do
I like
one?
that channel. It's a cheeky channel.
I like that channel too. There's actually somebody just wrote me the other day and said I would like the login information of that channel. I have some cheeky stuff I'd like to put up on there.
Someone from the company, I assume.
No, just a random person.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what
was
you
it?
made it sound
Yo,
like.
give me this.
Was it Marshall?
Yo.
No,
Okay, good.
it was. I don't want to ruin it.
There you go.
I don't want to ruin it. They're gonna be putting up stuff. They're trying to figure something out. And that's what RT Labs is for, to like test some weird stuff. That's where the vlogs came from.
I found
Jeremy-
out that Jeremy hates ASMR.
Yeah, you hate ASMR, right?
Hate it. Yeah.
It just
oh,
makes your skin crawl?
Yeah, I hate it. I was gonna try and put it in a different way. That didn't sound as bad.
Despise it.
But yeah,
Oh, since you got married,
go for it.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
has your relationship gotten worse? Because I've heard that,
Well, no,
people
they-
who are together for a long time,
Yeah.
when they eventually get married, then it's like,
Well, there can be the expectation of like this big event. You're gonna get married. It's gonna really change everything. And it really, if you live together, I don't know if you lived with your wife before you
Yeah.
guys were married.
Kat and I have been together 10 years
well,
before
you,
we
you
got
There
married.
you
guys,
go.
you guys
Yeah.
bought a house together and then you abandoned her, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes, to work here. Yeah. I was like, see ya. And then
Well,
she
you're-
sold the house by herself.
You're how old, if you don't mind me
Went to
asking?
RTX and didn't come home.
26.
How old am I?
26.
25, I
You're
think.
25. So you've been together since you were 15.
Yeah.
Only relationship
Really?
you've had?
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school.
That's a bad question to
Wow.
ask. That's a bad question.
What if it's the only relationship he's been in?
Yeah, because here's why. I know people that were high school sweethearts. I'm going to talk around you here for a second, Jeremy, because I don't know
You
the
can talk
specifics.
right through me
I
if
don't
you
know
want
the
to.
specifics of your relationship, but I know people who were high school sweethearts, and they might have like been together 20 years. If one of them dated somebody else before them, and only one of them did that, it's a big fucking deal. And
Really?
Yeah, it's a big fucking deal.
It's a big deal for the person who didn't.
Yeah.
Why is that? Just because like they had the
Life experience. Yeah. The imbalance.
Kat dated someone before me. I did
Did-
not. I mean, for like 2 months. But
does
whatever.
does that affect you in any way?
Nah, I don't care. Like
What if
literally,
you look like Nathan Drake?
people. Then that would affect me a little bit.
Now you get it.
Because
Now
then
you see
I'd
where
be
I'm
like,
coming
well,
from.
I can't. How can I top that? No, people always ask me if stuff was gonna change, but I'm like, honestly, when we were leading up to the wedding, I was like, I'm happy that this day is happening. I can't wait for it to be over.
Like all
'Cause
the
it was
planning and
yeah,
stuff?
exactly.
The
And
wedding
then-
itself,
yeah,
not
and then
not the marriage.
no, and then it was over, and then now it's exactly the same, except I got a metal thing on my hand.
Could I ask you a personal question?
Who was your best? Go ahead.
Well, it wouldn't be the first. What's up?
What are the reasons that you guys got married? Like, what was the driving factor instead of just like staying together, living together, and just going on life like that? Like, why did you choose to get married?
So we could have sex and God wouldn't cry. No, we just always wanted to get married, and like we wanted to live together in a house, but we had to be we just had this thing where we're like, we don't want to live together unless we're
What happened?
engaged first.
Yeah.
So we got engaged, then we lived together, and then we were engaged for like 2.5 years. Don't whisper in it. I feel like it's mine. It's
not your ear,
I
it's not
know, but
attached to
I'm.
you.
We're
go
gonna
back and
force
listen
you
to
to
it
listen to this in 3D.
Who wants to
after.
shine a buck? I open one. I don't want it.
I'll take it after this.
All right.
So
I want one of
how
these.
long were you guys engaged?
You said
About-
2.5 years.
Yeah, about 2.5 years.
You got 2.5 years ago. You said, "Let's do this."
That's what I said too. Yeah.
Did you drop on one knee and do the ring thing and all that?
I did, and we were in the Boston Common, and it was snowing out.
Wow.
Very nice.
Wow, romantic.
Yeah,
Fancy.
and then I was all wet because it was just freezing.
Because you were so excited.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm asking you is because as I've gotten older, I've gone back and forth with the idea of getting married or not getting married, and why I've thought it was so important this whole time and my whole life. And I think it's just the way a lot of people grew up.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't look at it as that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like
You get tax
I have a
break, right?
different title now compared to her, and that's it. I mean, really.
Do you
But
have
that
to
might just
marry
be us.
someone Jewish?
No.
No, you
I
say
think
that.
I think my parents have given up on that idea.
The whole Jewish thing?
No, the idea of us marrying Jews.
It was like, why
they're
bother?
done
Yeah.
because Barbara can't find a good Jewish boy.
It's hard in Austin.
What's that?
Austin, Texas. There's
Did you
not
ever
a lot
try
of us.
J-Date when you were single?
No.
You didn't?
I tried Match.com when I was single, but never JDate.
Didn't you like
I
shut that
went
down
on.
in 10
I
seconds?
went on JDate. Like I signed up for an account and I never actually went through with.
Do you like Jewish boys better?
Explain to people who don't know what is J-Date.
JDate is a Jewish dating service.
Yep.
So basically, if
Are there
you're
any
Jew-
non-Jews on there, sort of secretly?
I think there are. You could
Yeah,
actually like
creepers.
could-
Real freaks.
people who just like Jews, maybe. But you could, which I don't know why you would if you weren't an actual Jew. So, but no, you could state like what level of Jewish you are.
Like out of 6? Out of 10?
Why not
Like
six?
it was like reform.
The classic scale.
What's the most Jewish
Traditional.
number? 7?
Scale of 1 to Jewish, I'm a 6.
I'm Jewish, is what I put. Emphasis on the ish.
Nice. People saw that and they're like, she's a keeper.
I think I put like level 0.
So what do you do on Match.com? Do you say like thumbs up, thumbs down, or you just say?
I don't remember.
You send a wink.
That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was when almost 5 years ago. It's when I first moved to Austin.
Why
Yeah.
didn't you just date the people that you knew?
Because everyone I knew was at Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So now you date someone at Rooster Teeth.
Yeah. Well, there's more people to choose from. Back in 2011, there was.
slim
But it was
pickings
just,
back then.
it was just
there was-
you.
I was employee number 28 back in 2011.
That's
How do you know what
27
employee
keepers to
number you
choose
are?
from.
they told
Everyone
me
knows what employee number they
I'll
are.
tell you who told her.
it wasn't-
Brandon. Brandon knows.
Might have been
Why
Brandon.
was it
Brandon knows
Jack?
everybody's goddamn number at the company.
What's your number?
87.
Is it really?
No, I don't know. I have no idea when I came on.
Were you before last Christmas? Like not the one that just happened, but the one before.
So when you and Matt got hired, you guys are like twins. Do you know who was hired first?
No, one
Like,
of
who was
us.
standing
One of us
closer
is
to
like
Jeff?
we're like employee number 77. One's like 77.5. Yeah, we just
Claim
came
it.
as
yeah,
like
you
a
don't count for
package.
two
Claim it.
people.
Yeah,
Claim it.
So I have another question for you, Jeremy.
Claim it.
Do you have a headache?
I have actually, I really do.
You get headaches?
No.
No, today I did. Gavin, we talked about this on Off Topic. Has there's this hole in the achievement hunter office in the ceiling that he is nicknamed.
Christ,
We've
where's that
named
story
it.
going?
We've named it the
Achievement
100.
hunter hole.
Glory hole.
The
I need you
$100
to
hole.
stop using the word "we" so just
All right.
carelessly.
I named it the $100 hole.
There you go.
There's a hole in the ceiling that's just big enough for this yellow ball to fit through, but you have to hit it through the hole with the bat.
Whose dick made the hole in the first place?
It was a square. It's not very.
so probably Jack.
It's a jack
but
stick.
it's like a wiffle ball.
It's a contractor.
It's like a wiffle ball about that big, but it doesn't have any holes in it. It's just like a thick yellow plastic, so it goes farther because it weighs more. And so you have to hit the ball with the bat and get it in the hole.
So everyone's going to try once per day, and we're going to film every attempt until someone gets it in and gets the $100.
$100 because she go way higher than that.
And it has to be with the bat.
It has to be with the bat.
Are you allowed to practice outside of the recorded attempts?
Yeah, sure.
But what if
Sure?
it gets in when it's not recording?
Well,
But
then that
if it
doesn't
goes
count.
in when it's not recording, it doesn't count. But
Of
I
course
do,
not.
however, have an exclusive clip, if it's ready, from what
I see a
we
thumbs
filmed
up.
earlier.
Yeah. Do we have it? Oh, yeah,
Here
we
is
do.
Matt's attempt.
So Matt Bragg right there.
Watch this. Watch
Where's
this.
the-
Throwing it up. Throwing it
It's in the
up.
ceiling.
Oh.
Boom! So, me just kind of chilling at my desk. I happen to be in the fire zone of that. And I don't know if you saw that, but Matt hit the ball and it went down at about a 60-degree angle from where he was aiming.
Dude, that is a man
Yeah.
defeated. You didn't even flinch at that. You were just
Michael,
like,
Michael explained this so well because Michael's from Jersey and I'm from Boston. He said that the East Coast way is to sit there silently and say, if I stand up, I'm going to be mad. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to pretend it never happened.
So what did you say when that happened?
Well, Gavin said, did that hit you in the head? And I just went, yep.
It beamed. It was one of the worst beanings I've seen.
It literally, like, I was looking at the computer monitor and my vision literally went, "Bleep," and then came right back in. No idea what had happened, but I
shit,
could
dude.
see. And then I got hit with the bat too before that, because Michael was standing there behind me, swinging the bat around like he likes to flip it around in his hand, and he was just talking to Gavin, and it slipped out of his hand and went straight up in the air over me. And what was his response to this to go like, "Dama!"
it was like less than a second from in it, so his reaction was to go, Jeremy!
As in, well, you're
and then
gonna
a
walk up
bat hit me.
surprise!
Yeah.
So my desk is in a bad spot for the
Yeah,
$100
little did
hole.
you know when you picked that desk that that's the worst one.
Maybe that's the reason why Ray left.
Yeah, the $100 hole was right.
Kept
He
getting
knew
hit
it was
by
coming.
shit.
You got Ryan jokes, you got Ray jokes. How's your evening going, Gavin? It's like this trip down memory lane for you. How's everything going?
Our connection.
What year is it?
I know. So, speaking of what year it is, the episode of Day 5 that I think almost everybody at the company has worked on at one point came out this last weekend. And I said in a journal that I wrote just recently that I'm going to be talking about Day 5, Episode 4, and I'm also going to be talking about World's Greatest Head Massage. From this point forward, if you haven't seen it, now is a perfect time to get a sponsorship. You get a free trial. You get all caught up on Day 5. You can see both parts of the ASMR documentary that Gavin and I made, and then you'll still have the free trial when parts 5 and 6 of Day 5 come out, so you'll be able to see all of it during that. So there's no excuse not to do it. Go see it. But I want to be able to talk about this stuff because we've been working on it. The head massage documentary we've been talking about for about 8 years, and we've been working on Day 5 for about 5 years, or about 4.5. And this episode in particular is one like this has the most of the previous generations or iterations of Day 5 in it. This episode does because it's got Joel's character in it. He was originally the main character when it was kind of like a feature-length thing that we were going to cut up. Then there was a second take on that where Matt shot a 40-minute pilot for Day 5 that was focused around that story. That was last year. I don't think anybody's seen that anywhere.
I saw it.
You've seen it, but I don't think anybody
you mean publicly?
publicly shown it anywhere. And then now Josh and Chris, who worked on the script for the one that Matt did, they are now. Josh directed this episode. Who directed 4?
Chris did.
Chris did 4, right?
Yeah, Chris
so,
directed 4.
Fascinating. And there was the first thing we ever shot for Day 5 was the RTX several years ago. Was it 2013?
2012.
2012. Wow. When we shot the crowd scene that had 1,800 extras in it. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a picture, Patrick, from a picture that I took that day.
Well, this morning, I think in the all hands, we asked how many people at the company who are here now worked on that shot. And maybe like 5 or 6 people put up their hands.
Do you mean they were extras in the crowd?
No, that they actually like crewed it. So
Really?
like Chris, Marshall, and a couple other guys raised their hands.
Yeah, Marshall has like since left the company and then come back.
Yeah, that's how long it's been.
Since before that.
Someone
that-
left and
that
came back to
out.
the company.
That's
He
pretty
busted
nuts,
in the
man.
AH office today.
Marshall?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was recording some crap and then left.
he was. That literally what happened. He came in, recorded some crap, and then walked out.
What do you record?
I don't know.
Yeah, us.
You getting hit in the head with a ball?
I wish. I would have loved to see that in higher clarity.
Were
You
you
probably
annoyed that
could
it
have
was?
seen my eyes blur out for a second.
Were you annoyed that it was Matt who beamed you in the head?
I was just annoyed that I got beamed in the head. I don't think that who did it was really
What
pertinent
side of
there.
the head did it hit you on?
It hit me right in the back of the head.
Oh, the
right there.
back.
Right in the vision box.
Yeah. And
That's where
Michael has a
Gavin
great
hit his head,
reaction.
by the way, and then stopped speaking.
No, I went blind for 3 days.
Right.
But I was still
sorry.
Wait,
that
3
one.
days?
Yeah, I couldn't see
It's
shit
pretty
for ages.
brutal. I mean,
I had like swelling.
But you also had like a stroke one time where you tried to spell something on the keyboard, right?
That
Yeah,
was
but-
way later. That was like,
Were you nervous at all, for being blind and not being able to see for a few days?
yeah.
You were really scared.
Well, I could still see light, so I knew I wasn't like. It's not like my eyes turned off. I just couldn't see through them anymore.
You know, even if you couldn't see though, because you banged your head, you could always listen to books on audio if you wanted to. We want to
That's correct.
thanks. We want to say thanks to Audible.com for supporting this episode of Rooster Teeth Podcast. Audible has an unmatched selection of audiobooks,
He's a pro.
original shows, news, comedy, and more. Audiobooks are great to listen to when you're driving, at the gym, or shopping. For our audience, Audible.com is offering a free audiobook with a 30-day free trial. If you want to listen to it, Audible has it. Just go to audible.com/roosterteeth and browse their unmatched selection of audio content. Download a title for free and start listening. It's that easy. Get a free audio book with a 30-day trial at audible.com/roosterteeth. That's audible.com/roosterteeth. I always tell people to go watch The Martian. Go listen to The Martian. Yeah, the audiobook. It's a fantastic audiobook. Eddie Rivas.
fucking love that book.
Eddie Rivas was talking about how he watches The Martian just like habitually, like when he's supposed to be doing something else.
He watches it.
He watches the movie The Martian like
Why?
as a procrastination thing. And I was like, you gotta listen to the audiobook.
Has he not read or listened to the book at all?
I'm sure he has read the book.
Have
but
you
I don't know if he's listened to the
pre-ordered
audiobook.
your Xbox Slim?
I have. I
Are you
pre-ordered
gonna get
it on
The
the day.
Martian on UHD movie disc?
What's UHD?
Ultra high def.
Is it really? Is that like
You were
HD,
gonna say
DVD?
Yultra, weren't you?
Well, that's like the what? That's what it's.
you
What
need
is
to
it,
chill
Gavin?
out. You need
It's
to
like
calm
the
down.
4K. It's like the TV 4K, isn't it? It's what HD is to 2K. UHD is to.
Yeah.
That was a series of things that didn't work.
So you mean you're getting a 4K version of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's
that's
not
good.
quite 4K because they trimmed the edges off.
Hey,
so it's
Patrick,
only
do you have that shot from
3.8K.
day 5? I think he does right
Oh,
there. So
this one?
this is a promo shot I took for that from that day.
That's awesome.
I got basically everybody down to one block, and the photo we're
That is
looking at if you're
terrifying.
listening to this on audio is Joel standing basically
I
in a
bet
sea
there's
of bodies.
one dude with his dick out somewhere.
One thing I'd say though, there is a touch of Photoshop to this, where if you look like 2 streetlights back, the bodies didn't go that many blocks once we pulled everybody in, so I had to kind of fill in a little bit. If anyone's interested, I can actually post the actual photo.
That was what, 1,000 or 2,000?
People?
Yeah.
It was 1,800.
1,800,
From
wow.
every count that I've heard, it was about 1,800 people. And it was such a crazy shot. When we were shooting this, particular promo shot, this is not the shot that's in the actual show. This I thought would make a great poster of everybody in the world dead, essentially, and Joel standing in the middle of them. There's an apartment building that is just to the right of that first stoplight that's in the photo. And we had all these bodies laying out in Congress, which is the main road. That's the Capitol in the background of this shot. It leads right up to the Capitol building. So it's the main road that runs right through the middle of downtown Austin. And this guy came out on his balcony because we were shooting on a Sunday at like 7 in the morning?
No, it was like
It
5:30 or 6 a.m.
It was like we had the street from like 6 to 8:45 or something. So we had to work for 3 hours to get one shot. And it was really difficult. If you've seen the episode, you understand why. And the guy came out, and we were at this point, we were taking the promo photo. So we had everybody just laying down on the street. And he comes out. I've got a megaphone, so I've been yelling. And he comes out on his balcony with like a cup of coffee. He comes and he looks, and there's just all these fucking dead people laying in the street. And he literally just pauses with his coffee cup. And then he just walks backwards, like doesn't react. And then he just like starts walking backwards into his apartment. I always wanted to know what the fuck that guy thought.
I assume he knew it was a movie shoot or some type of shoot. Like
I'm
that.
assuming he did. Like,
And
'cause
he didn't want to be in it.
I was standing, I think, in there. I think I was standing on the tailgate of my truck.
Yeah, there's
to-
some pictures of
to
you
take-
doing that.
Yeah.
With a megaphone.
What did you
talking to
take that with?
Everyone was amazing. I took that with
5D?
I think I took that with my
iPhone.
Is what I
Oh.
think I took that with.
How did it
it's-
blur so much,
It's a
though?
very low resolution photo, or maybe I just like cropped it way down. Back in that time, I probably would have used the 5D for that, a Canon 5D. I don't think an iPhone 5 would have taken a photo like that with that depth of field.
An iPhone 5? Was that even out? I don't think it was.
Nope.
I guess it wouldn't have been.
Not in
4S
2012.
maybe.
Yeah. So, hey, on my computer, it's like I'm surprised at how low resolution that photo is. Here it is. If you want to see what it looks like, Gavin, this is the actual size of the photo. It's not
still-
that big. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Still pretty big.
So
It's a great photo.
that was a lot of fun, though, man.
It's a great episode.
That shot was a lot of fun. It's so funny too because I'm going to talk a little bit about the episode here. So if it gets spoiled for you, sorry, but go watch it. The character of Nicole was actually flipped from Joel's character. Joel's character has a condition that kind of helps him in this version of the apocalypse.
AIDS.
He has AIDS.
Super AIDS.
But Nicole, the character that he was with originally, she was an insomniac, which is why she was up at 3 a.m. because everyone had a reason why they were up at that point in time when the event took place. And in the original draft that I wrote, she was an insomniac, and she just she couldn't sleep ever. You know, she couldn't ever fall asleep. But she was always tired. But she had already been up for like 2 or 3 days before this, and then
That's like a handicap.
it is a little bit, yeah. We talked about that in some of the early versions of some of the characters that we were developing was, who had been up already 24 hours. Like they already had this
Yeah.
horrible head start.
What
in
you
a way.
really wanted to be was the guy who just woke up to jerk off at like 3 a.m. and just
Right.
happened to just catch it.
Exactly. Do you wake up at 3 in the morning to jerk off ever?
Well, what are you gonna do when you wake up at 3 a.m.?
Isn't
gotta
that
get
like a
back to sleep
tactic that
somehow.
people use when they can't sleep?
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
go
the
to
best sleep aid ever.
Is it? Have you done it?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I talked about it.
Jeremy,
I always give an instant no to Gavin, but then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, probably.
I like how Jeremy considers goes, no, I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, I have. I've done it.
Jeremy's honest.
Yeah. Why lie?
Well,
Yes.
here's why. You got to keep your lies straight, right? It's it's not worth the effort. You
What,
know?
lying?
Yeah, it's never worth the effort to lie.
Yeah.
Because then you're just you can't keep it all straight.
Yeah, but don't people hate people who tell the truth?
What?
Unsolicited, yes.
Or if it's gonna hurt their feelings.
That's okay. If they ask you their opinion,
just be
if
like,
I said,
bam.
What do you think of this hat?
It looks great.
Do you like the hat for real? If you didn't like the hat, would you tell me you don't like the hat?
No.
You really wouldn't.
Oh, I
Gavin
would.
would.
I would tell you. I thought you meant the
I would
general
let him know.
public.
I would say it looks like sort of like an old cloth.
Go ahead.
I
That's
think it
'Cause
looks
it's frayed.
very modern. The tattered look is in.
Barbara has a pair of jeans. It's I don't know how it stays together as a pair of pants. There's parts of it that are torn in such a way that it's more
Yeah.
leg than pants.
I ripped a hole right in the crotch for easy access too.
Did you really? Just in case you drop of a hat. It's 3 in the morning and you want to fall asleep.
Yeah.
So the
or wake
sequel
up.
to Day 5, if we're following movie naming, has to be called Week 5.
So we have meetings about development of a potential sequel to the Day 5 series.
Yeah.
Like an additional season or whatever you want to call it. And all those meetings are called the Day 6 meetings, and I'm just I can't stand this. I don't want to go down this road. We'll call it something else. I
Day
don't know
5
what we'll call
again.
it. Day 5 season 2. It's they don't call it The Walking or Dead. It's there's no The Jogging Dead. There's no progression in the title of the show.
Yeah, but no shows that end in a number have season 2 after them.
Let me think about that. 7. That was a movie.
What
That was a
about,
number.
Oh, no, 24.
24.
Did. 24
There you go.
It
24.
wasn't called
Well, that's just
48.
because it's another 24 hours.
It was called 25. 25 to 48.
It would make sense, though.
Dude, I never saw the show. So, are those days in any way near each other? Does it go from one season into the next?
I think
it's-
every episode is an hour in the day.
No, but he
right,
means
but are the
season
days
1
in any
and
way
season 2.
connected, or is it this day took place and then 3 months later we had another fucking crazy day that we decided to film? Is that the way that show
the
worked?
complete box set of 7 seasons is just called The Worst Week Ever.
What if they're all Mondays? It was just
Mondays, right? The
damn
box
it.
set.
And then the 10th anniversary, Garfield comes out. He's I told you. I warned you for years. I saw a picture of Jim Davis, the guy that draws Garfield. I was just, I never want to know who drew Garfield.
Why?
What's wrong with it?
Why?
He just looked like
Garfield?
He looked like a guy who had been doing something for about 50 years.
You're being mad truthful right now.
I'm being
Yeah,
mad
would you
truthful
tell that
You're
to
mean
his
truthful.
face?
to Jim Davis. But I'll pull this photo up too, and I'll send it to Patrick.
I like your
Patrick, you
honesty.
can probably find the photo of Jim Davis and Garfield. It's really frightening.
Have you ever seen the comic Garfield without Garfield?
I
Yeah.
love it.
It's probably my favorite thing on the internet.
That's good. That's the guy that Garfielded.
There was
Is that him?
No, that's not it. He looks like a happy gentleman there.
Is that not Jim Davis?
That's him. That's him. That was in the photo that I saw. I'm actually happy that I saw that photo now because it like kind of balances out what I saw before.
So you just saw a picture of him not smiling.
You look like an extra in Walking Dead.
Is it just me or does Garfield always look like he's stoned?
He is.
Is he?
Have you ever met anyone that likes lasagna that much and isn't stoned?
Dude, I'm gonna get
good point.
Joe the cat to dress up as Garfield for
I
Halloween.
make a
one
cat
day.
dress up as Garfield.
But he is Garfield.
Just put him in a box with a blanket and then the tray of lasagna. That's it, right? That's
Is he
all I
gonna
need.
eat the lasagna?
I don't know if I'll eat the lasagna.
I mean, it will just ruin the whole costume.
But if you just like put those two together, take the photo, and then that's it.
gonna
I
be
mean,
a
I'm not
cat
gonna
with
go
a
around
blanket
like,
and a tray.
we're not gonna go trick or treating,
Yeah.
Jeremy. It's just like it's a photo opportunity with a cat.
I'd be all about cat trick or treating.
You have a cat, right?
I have 3. Yep.
You just got a new one.
It's like Zippy, Ploofer, and Dingbus.
Yep, that was it.
What
Yeah.
what are the names?
Booker, Scooter, and Zipper.
Hey, I was
Yeah.
close.
You had the. No, you didn't.
And they hate each other.
Do they
I got
really?
the new one. Yeah.
Are they constantly just like?
Oh, they just hiss. They hiss at each other. So we'll crack open the door. Like Zipper's just in its own he's in his own separate room, and
Rude.
we'll crack the door open every now and again so that they can like see each other through it. And Booker is my big fat ass black cat. Will just like go all out.
So you have to
Hiss
keep him
him.
separate from the
Booker?
other cats?
Booker, yeah,
It's a great name.
yeah. Booker DeWitt. So I named him that.
Why'd you have to separate
Not a good
him?
name anymore. Damn it! Why'd you have to do that?
Huh? Why do you have to separate them?
Yeah.
When you introduce a new kitten to a big house, first you have to keep them in like one room so they can get used to like all the smells and everything before you let them loose in the big house.
Mm-hmm.
But
So they don't
also
get
you don't
lost?
just kind of want to take a cat and like just kind of throw it at the other cats.
I feel like that'd be the best thing to do. Just be like, there you go.
Have you guys,
let them fight. It's not Godzilla.
Cats are weird when you move into a new space. They're like they go under shit for like 2 weeks. You don't see them, and then eventually they're just fine. Like
Yeah.
they acclimate.
have any of you had hamsters before
Yes.
growing up?
I don't think so.
Did you ever put like? I assume you had more than one, or just
I had one.
Just
one
one.
hamster.
We
Yeah.
got 2 hamsters, and the vet told us that they were both male, and so it was okay for them to be together. So we had 2 separate cages because I had one and my brother had one, but we had to clean the cages at one point. So we put them both in like an empty bathtub, just to like hang out, and they instantly just like went at each other, and were like there was blood in the bathtub. They were like it was almost like it was in fast motion. Like, they're just like, and that's all we heard, and we had to like separate them. Found out later
To
that they were
break 'em.
both women.
Oh, and women will do that?
Cat fight.
Apparently.
Really?
At first we're like, is one a guy, one's a girl, and this was hamster sex? But I don't know where
Hamster
the blood
sex is
would come
bloody.
from. No.
Jesus.
It'll get rough.
Yeah, my brother had hamsters, but one ate the other one.
There you go.
Yeah, don't put hamsters together.
That's the period at the end of the
was
story
one of
right
them
there.
like a male and one was a female, and that's the way that works? Or?
Both males.
And so one of them ate the other. Did your brother feed the hamsters?
Yeah, but then he found like the corpse of the other one, and all the insides were eaten.
I would get a hamster just to get one of those wheels that they go on, like not the ones that are like the wire wheel where it's vertical. Those like slightly tilted ones that have the
disc?
speedometers
Where they
on
can,
them.
like,
you want to
get
see
out
him
of control.
fall. That's why.
Dude, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen online. Is people who post like
Yeah.
these record-setting spins done by their hamsters on these little wheels.
I was filming a hamster on one of those spinning discs in like the slow-mo mode on my phone.
Oh,
and
I
they would
love
like
that.
lose grip and then flip over, and then they get like caught up in the wheel and be like, it's great. I might post it on the.
I love when there's 2 of them and they get in the wheel together and they start just booking their ass off. One of them just loses it, tumbles, but they
Trips.
can't get out of the wheel because there's like a little groove.
Right.
And they're stuck in there spinning around with a centrifugal force.
And the other one's still
And
just
the other
going.
one just running along.
just
And
trying to kill it.
He's just got a hurdle now. Is really it.
it's like astronaut training. There we go. Oh, it's going to make my day.
There was one
for
that
it,
was
wait
a
for
little
it.
bit bigger. I think that was on Reddit today.
Oh man.
Oh, go.
These little fuckers. These guys got nothing. These guys are
Yeah.
amateurs. There we go. These guys are amateurs. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that one on top's really trying to keep it.
Hey, you gotta look up one. There's one with it's a white wheel.
I know the exact
It's
one
bigger
you're
too.
talking
It's
about.
probably about this big.
This is our new documentary. We're only gonna make documentaries about dumb videos that I watch online. There's one with a white wheel, and that one is just lunacy.
That hamster's fucked up for like 30 seconds at least.
Yeah.
Is insect fighting illegal?
Insects fighting.
Yeah, like the people who get like a black widow and then throw it in with a praying mantis. And
I
just
don't
be
like those videos online where people are always feeding stuff to
Yeah, it's
Oh, here it
snakes.
is.
cruel.
This
Oh,
is the
yeah.
last
Oh,
one
this is
today.
it. Yes. This is it. This is the
they are-
best.
Oh, you're gonna
I
go.
forget which one loses. When they do the
Look, there you go. You
He's
missed the
jumping him.
He's like jumping over
Go
him.
back to it. There we go. Go, go, go. I can watch this all day. Oh man, he's just killing him.
Oh my god!
Those little fuckers, man.
You imagine like a close-up angle of the little hamster's face and the cheeks are like,
How come they don't make those for people? I would die to go on one of those things. Just like start booking because it's two people running at the same time, so the disc has to get going way faster than one person
Yeah,
can
one
run.
person's gonna
Yeah.
be significantly faster than the other.
what do you mean? Like 2 runs make
Yeah, it's
Make
two
it
sets of
faster.
legs with power pushing that thing.
Finish that theory for me. What was it? 2 runs make a what?
a sprint? So you're saying if 2 people run at the same... So say 2 people run at half of their top speed.
It's like
Are they running top speed now?
if two people push a car, they can push it way faster. They can't push it neither one of them can push it faster than their individual top speed. Let me think about this for a second.
Are you?
Yeah, but if you're on a moving platform and they're both running, they're both adding their energy to the speed of the platform.
But it's the same speed. It's complementary.
Let me think
Unless,
about
like,
that.
the
Let me
inner,
think about that.
But you
The
could
inner
only
circle would be faster technically, but that's...
you could only run as fast as you could run to a certain extent.
You might be right. Otherwise, you could get a treadmill up to the speed that you run, and then
Get
it would just
someone
go
else
gradually faster. That's not going to happen.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, definitely the slower person would be fucked. That's
If you
for
have
sure.
2 people running on a wheel, moving it, it's just the same as like if you had a horse doing it. It's not like the back legs and the front legs add like.
Okay, so somehow a
Double the
horse
hump.
got involved.
Well, because it's 4 legs.
So if 2 horses are galloping...
They got 8 legs.
What about
But it's still just 2
what about
horses.
2 people in a horse costume? What happens then, Jerry?
How many
What if
people...
they were
The
pushing
best
a car?
YouTube video ever.
How do you measure horsepower? You just get a horse to drag something.
Sure, but what is it?
But how many people...
What do you mean? They
In
can
a
drag
horse-
it. What do
in
they
a
drag?
horsepower.
Like
I
a
don't know.
standardized, like a cube?
Yeah, there needs to be like
A
a
car.
standardized weight.
Well, horsepower is like a unit of measurement that's still used.
I don't know if it is.
Or using engines.
But I just think that's horse shit. I really do. What is horsepower? Like, what is that?
Generates horse shit.
What is 1 horsepower? What
But I
is
want to know
that?
how many people are in a horsepower.
Is that like how many manpower is in a horsepower? The
If we could have cars and
horsepower is a
manpower.
unit in the foot-pound per second or English system, sometimes used to express the rate at which mechanical energy is expended. It was originally defined as 550 foot-pounds per second.
So how does a human get that?
Let me think about that.
We need one guy who weighs 550 pounds.
So if you
To
weigh 100,
run.
if you weigh 550 pounds, technically you're a horse.
I mean, I wouldn't say that to their face.
What are they going to do? Chase after you?
Yeah, not really. Not with that horsepower.
But the point I'm making here, it's like horsepower to me is just like it's one of those relative measurements. Nobody really knows what it means, but they say like this car's 300 horsepower. People go,
Well, it's something you can relate to.
It's a weight. That's what I'm saying. It's relative. That's exactly what I just said. And so it's like one of those things where it's that this car is faster than this car or has more power, but you don't actually know like 300 horsepower. You don't know what that translates to.
I
or what
picture
that means.
300 horses.
Yeah, but 300 is like a pretty fast car.
I do.
And
I know it's
1,000 is
powerful
like
car.
pushing the limits of what a car can be.
It's 1,000 horses.
What pushes the limits of what a horse can be? Like
A horse
is there
with
a horse
2 horsepower.
Is there a horse that's like 2 or 3 horsepower? Like, what if we took a horse and measured its actual power? How many horsepower is a horse?
Like, could you roid a horse up to more
Yeah,
than
like
5
steroid
horsepower?
horsepower is much higher than horsepower.
I would buy a car if it was in steroid horsepower.
You know why they put S on a fast model? That's what it is. Steroid. horse.
Steroid.
You would see the iPhone 7 specs came out and it's already listed as an S, like right out of the gate.
What do you mean?
How does that work?
I don't know.
I thought S was always like the second iteration.
That's
of
what
it.
everyone's thinking, that the current leak is a fake because they're listed as S's.
7S?
Yep. I just bought my 14-year-old. Somehow I got out of buying my oldest kid a cell phone, a mobile phone, up until cell phone. Does it make me sound old when I say cell phone?
No.
Can I say
No.
cell phone?
That's what it is.
Instead of
I'm gonna
what,
say
mobile
cell
phone?
phone. I'm gonna say cell phone.
Mobile phone.
So I bought him a cell phone. He didn't want a cell phone.
You just sound American if you say cell phone.
He wanted a mobile phone. I want to sound worldly.
Now you sound like an English person
Shut
who
up.
can't pronounce
I guess, are you trying to say that it's not a smartphone?
Yeah, like what kind of phone are we talking
Like,
about?
are we saying it's not a smartphone? Or...
So I got him. We went to go look, and I wanted to get him something that was kind of like, but I also wanted him to have a good phone.
iPhone
Okay.
C.
So he's like, he wants an iPhone 6, and I'm like, that's like $400, so they're not doing that. So I ended up getting him the iPhone SE. I wanted to get him
Yeah.
a C, a color, one of those color back phones,
Yeah.
because I know those ones are cheaper, and I thought that's a good starter phone. But there's an iPhone SE. It's basically the iPhone 5, but they don't call it that. Doesn't even have a number. It's just called the iPhone SE. That's it.
Is it that metal back like the 5 was?
Yes.
So it's the small one again. Back
Yes.
to the old one.
Back
My
to
wife
the
has
5.
that. Kat has that. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's got like the upgraded camera. Like it's got a better camera than the 5 does.
It's got the thumbprint stuff too.
What's
Yeah,
the point of that one?
Cheap.
Cheaper.
Just cheap?
And I put it in one of those life-proof cases. The case was like almost as much as the phone.
The one that like covers the front too and everything?
You like throw it in water if you want to.
So you can play Pokemon now.
You know what? I
Underwater.
gotta say, it's like I don't think people realize like how many Nintendo stock has like just skyrocketed.
It's insane.
Skyrocketed.
Well, every business too that has a Pokestop, their business has skyrocketed too.
That's crazy. There
If
was a
they
guy.
worked in messaging through that app, they'd have like the next WhatsApp.
I mean, Nintendo should make a device that lets people play Pokemon Go and sell that, because my 10-year-old, he wants to play Pokemon Go. I'm like, we're not getting you a mobile phone. It's like it's not going to happen.
Can
Yeah.
you give him a phone and make it not a phone though?
We-
Like
that's
disable the
so-
phonics.
Like an
We gave him
iPod or
Ashley's
something?
own iPhone 5, and then he has to tether it to JD's phone now. So that was like JD's deal to get a phone. You have to be like your brother's like data hotspot while we play Pokemon Go.
Teddy's gonna rinse him.
What? Yeah, he's gonna like get
Gonna
all
use
of his
up all his
allowance.
allowance.
They argue about it constantly. So I don't know. We're in a situation where we're gonna have to do something about it.
Can you get a SIM card that's data only?
That's a really good question. I would like to, if we could.
See, if I were Nintendo, I would come up with the solution of like being able to have businesses be able to purchase a Pokestop for their business so people will go there.
You can already apply to get a Pokestop.
Can you?
Yeah, and you can apply to get it taken away as well if you don't want them.
Here's what's so crazy about this game. This game is already now the highest grossing mobile game of all time. It passed Candy Crush Saga in revenue. So it's now the biggest
How does it make money?
microtransactions. People
Yep,
buy
I've already spent $25 on it.
Are you
Pokecoins.
kidding me?
I spent 20.
No.
Yeah,
Why?
Adam Ellis said he spent
I
around there
wanted
too.
fucking Pokeballs, man.
Don't you just find them?
Yeah, but
You can't.
if this is your form of entertainment, like this is what you're doing on the weekend or something or at night, like I totally.
This is what I do at night
After
too.
my
I totally
third day-
justify spending that much on it.
Yeah,
I walked
after 3
6
days with it, I'm
miles
like,
the other day
I can
playing
spend
this.
$20 on something I've used for 3
It's your
days now.
entertainment, yeah.
Yeah, what I did is I bought Pokecoins to raise my bag limit and to raise the number of Pokemon that I can carry.
Can you achieve that through playing?
Yes,
No. Oh.
but
Oh yeah, the gyms. Yeah.
yeah, you capture gyms and then you have to hold them. There's a lot of debate because there's no instructions with the game at all. One of the biggest debates is, and let's ask these players here, when you're capturing a Pokemon and you hold down on the Pokemon.
Oh, I don't know shit about the Pokemon.
You haven't played it yet?
Oh, when the
I
circle
do,
goes
but I
in?
don't understand.
Yeah, when the
it.
circle goes in, and then it gets bigger.
Yeah.
When is the best time to throw the ball at the Pokemon?
I
it's big?
don't think. Well, the best time to throw it is when it's smaller.
See, everyone has a different answer.
but
Why?
it's
Doesn't it make it harder
It
to
doesn't
get
have
in?
anything to do with catching it. It's just if the circle's really small and you get it in that circle, you get an excellent bonus and it's 100 more XP.
That is correct. I've never gotten an excellent. I've only gotten a great.
Yeah,
And I've caught a bunch of
excellent's
Pokemon.
100 XP, great's 50, and nice
I
is
don't
10.
even read what
So
it says.
does getting
I just read the gotcha and then I'm
Yeah,
like, I
there you
got
go.
it.
Got him.
so does getting the bonus make it more likely that you will capture the Pokemon? Like if you get an excellent,
Like it won't hop out.
or do you have to get the excellent, and then also get lucky and lock him in?
Excellent.
I think you have to
Excellent.
also get lucky. Well, I don't know. I have
See,
no
there's not
idea.
a lot of information about this
No.
game.
I have
And
a
the
question.
curveball. Have you done a curveball?
Yes.
You can hold the ball down before you throw it and
wiggle.
spin it like that. The ball starts spinning and you throw it like to the left and it curves in and hits
Just
them.
to
Do you
Psych
get
it
a
out.
bonus from that too?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but if you hit a curveball, you get like 10 XP, so it's like not even worth it.
No.
Unless you get really good at like hooking curveballs, then it gets a lot easier to hit them. I actually went through a whole day where I shot nothing but curveballs, and then half the time I don't even get the XP bonus for that.
Yeah, it's all
I can't
jacked
catch
up.
with my thumb.
I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I'm frustrated by that.
I could tell.
When you do what?
I can't catch with my thumb.
You can't catch. Oh, I do it all the time.
I'm pretty good with the finger. If I thumb up, like I'm one-handing it, I always wing it to the right, like an idiot.
Does your wife play?
What's up?
Does your wife play?
Yes. And so what I'll drive around and she'll be in the passenger seat with both our phones. And then, if we drive
Do you
by
watch her when she's trying to catch Pokemon on your phone? You're like, hey, come on.
Oh no, she just I pull over and catch them
Okay.
myself.
When Ashley's,
She's not gonna
when Ashley's,
lose it
like,
for
on
me.
my phone trying to catch one for me, and it's like 8 balls in. I'm like, the fuck are you doing?
Give me
here?
that.
He's
Yeah.
like,
Wasting them on
Does it
purpose.
mean anything, like, when it's all leafy around you? Does that actually
that
mean
means
anything?
nothing.
Okay.
It really doesn't.
That means nothing.
That doesn't mean like Pokemon are like out in the jungle somewhere?
Barbara's
like-
like a flappy
like the
bush with her hands. I'm not sure what
in the
that-
jungle.
They're out there creeping around. Hey, what's up?
Maybe
So,
stir.
Yeah, to answer your question though.
Oh, Gavin, don't do that. No, right next to the
Ugh.
ears like that.
That's gonna be out in the middle of nowhere.
To answer your question, when you're like do you have to buy that stuff or can you do it, right?
Shut up. You still recording?
You can just do it by like capturing gyms. Like if you have a Pokemon in a gym and you go to the shop and hit collect now, right? You get coins from it for every Pokemon you have in a gym. And you can't do it again for 21 hours.
21.
21 hours.
It's a weird time, but I feel like I had Pokemon guarding a gym for like 2 hours, and I was able to collect Poke Coins from it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that was a glitch, or if it was a certain time of the day when it happened, or if I like glommed onto somebody
Oh, and
else's
you had like
gym.
already done it? Is what you
Yeah,
mean?
I don't know. It was only like a couple hours.
But basically, you can only holding a gym is really hard because
They're
everybody's
not
out there
designed
trying
to be held.
Everybody out there is just trying to get them, and they're pretty easy to take, even if it's a really
So
high
if
gym.
you take a gym and then use real life means to keep people away from it, do you keep it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can, like, what do you mean? Like,
Like
a
shoot
torch?
Like what we did
and
for
keep
RT
them
Life?
away?
Yeah, traps.
I mean, you could. That was like the whole RT life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's about that.
You not
shooing
watch that?
people away.
Yeah, I did. I just hadn't played the game at that point, so I didn't really understand what the hell was going on.
I've been in some
And
weird.
I'm amazed that people would drive all the way in to the Starlight drive-through.
Yeah, right. It's pretty creepy.
Isn't that locked?
I was on East Riverside
it's
last night with my kids. We went to Waffle House because we heard there was a Mewtwo down there. Not. It was a fucking
Did
lie.
you eat there though?
Yes, good. Waffle
Do you
House
think
is
they
good.
just have
See?
a Mewtwo in the
Business.
They're
wild?
not going to have a Mewtwo,
It's,
man.
no, it's true. Barbara, good point. Great point. We were
the
down there
point?
trying to get a Mewtwo.
And then they didn't find it and they ate there.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, the kids also like Waffle House.
Business.
Waffle House got
So-
business.
But
Got
they wouldn't
business.
just put a
Must be
Mewtwo
hard.
out
I mean,
there.
we didn't eat
surely.
at Denny's next door. We're not fucking assholes for crying out loud.
Denny's doesn't have a Pokestop. Okay.
You won't find anything
You
there.
won't find that.
Maybe a Pidgey if you're lucky.
Hey, there was a point where I needed a Pidgey so bad to get to level 5.
Is that when you were running around the
Yeah.
parking lot?
Yeah, when we did that RT Life, I was at a level 4, almost level 5, and you can't go to a gym unless you're a 5. So I was just out there trying to catch a
I've been
Pidgey so I could
addicted
level
to
up.
that game. Like a really bad amount addicted to that.
I
A
don't.
lot of
I would
people
play
hear
it
that then.
if you didn't have to keep the app open to make an egg
That's
come out.
rough. Like, when it's like, oh, walk 5 kilometers to hatch a thing. You have to have the app open that whole time.
Oh, so it could count your steps and stuff?
Yeah.
Which is that also is way off.
That's
I
not
mean, a
good.
kilometer and that's like 8 kilometers. I feel like
Also,
Oh,
what
yeah.
is-
a
what
kilometer
the
is 4
distance?
laps around a track.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's just like it shouldn't take that long to do that.
5 kilometers is 3.2 miles. I think.
Right.
What does the
6
one
miles is 10
little, like,
Sorry,
paw
what am I doing? It's
prints?
2.5. It's 2.5. 1 kilometer is a track is 400 meters. I was doing miles. 400 meters to go around a track, so it's 2.5 times around like a normal track. That's a kilometer. That's not a serious distance to go.
No.
And yet it takes for fucking ever to hatch a goddamn egg. No offense.
but what
I'm
does
mad about the metric
the
system.
1
Right.
versus 2 versus 3, like, little footprint thing on the app?
It
What does
means
that mean?
That's busted.
nothing. Doesn't mean a thing.
It was busted.
Yeah. What it should mean is, like, 1 step, it's right next to you. 2 steps, you're pretty damn close. Just keep walking the way you were when it went from 3 to 2.
It worked for a while,
It
too,
did
like that. It
Yeah.
did work for
and
a
then
while.
3
Now it
steps
doesn't work.
means, fuck, it could be in, like, Kansas.
Because when I
You know,
first saw it,
how
I
many
thought
steps should they have?
How many steps should they have?
They should have max of like 5, and they should come off.
What
at
they should have,
distances.
I don't know if it's an item you'd be able to buy or something. They should have like a fucking compass. If you click on something, it tells you the direction that
The
it's in.
direction.
Yeah,
I
Kind of
totally
making
agree
it
with you.
easy though.
But even if it was like a 45-degree angle, like it's that way, you know?
just so you're not walking.
I
the
mean,
opposite
Ash didn't
direction
have
of something
that.
you need.
He just had to find him.
I don't give a fuck about Ash. All right?
Ash didn't have a job. He's not editing videos all day.
Yeah, dude.
Because when I first saw the little footprints, I thought that meant like, okay, I
Today
take
was
1,
not
2,
a
3
productive
steps.
day in the
and I'm
office.
like, where the
Was
fuck
it
is a
not?
Pokemon?
Yeah.
Were you guys angry today about the?
No.
Okay.
Just gonna talk over me the whole time?
Michael today
Piece of shit.
was worthless.
Oh, yeah, he was.
I was trying to make him do a video with me for like 2 hours this morning, and he was just
Not
very
happy.
distracted.
We cut off Barbara. We had 2 different
What
conversations.
else is fucking new?
Barbara, go ahead.
No,
What was
I'm
like-
done.
Really?
Yeah,
no,
you're good.
come on, 2, 3 steps. What's up?
No, it's cool. You guys go on ahead.
No. We won't say
We
anything
wanna
now
hear it.
until you talk.
I thought
That was easy.
each step meant I have to take 1 step to get a Pokemon. So I
Well,
would take
fuck
1
no.
fucking
Oh,
step.
so you thought everything that's 3 steps is like right there.
Yeah, I'm like, why is everyone complaining about having to go all over the place for them? I'm like, there's 3 steps away. And then I
1
should've
step is like a block away. 2 steps is you're kind of in the neighborhood. 3 steps is you're both on the same planet. That's what I can determine. From
Yeah.
that fucking
It used to work
nearby thing.
perfectly, though.
Yeah.
Of like, so something's here and it's 3 steps away, and you start walking around and stuff, and then it went to 2, and you're like, all right, I'm right next to it, and eventually it'd be 1, there it is.
I always felt like the rarer ones were further away. Like,
they fuck with you.
Yeah, the rare ones are like, you're somewhere nearby an Ivysaur or something like that. But now everything is in that category.
I hang outside of Adam Barrett's house like all day.
Is that what you do?
He's got a lot
Do
of
you
shit in
follow
front of
him?
his house, so I just hang out over there.
Do you
Really?
live really close to him?
Yeah, Jack, me, and Adam Barrett all live like right next to each other.
Weird.
Yeah,
Did Jack do fireworks for 4th of July this year?
I don't think so because it was the day after RTX.
Oh, that makes sense. My
I
kids
think-
were bugging me. We went and watched the fireworks at Auditorium Shores.
Oh, you watched them?
And I was worried about the Zika virus. So I like loaded them up with off.
You were worried
Bug spray.
about him getting Zika
Who?
Your
My
kid.
One of my kids, yeah.
From Austin?
from
Or is he
mosquitoes
flying to
in
like
Austin.
Brazil or something?
No, they have the first case of microcephaly from the Zika virus was in Houston. Just happened.
Oof.
They're attributing it to Zika.
What happens if a kid gets it?
That's a great question. That's why I'm worried about it. I don't think they yet know for sure. But it's one of those things. It's like you've played Plague Inc., right? Or what's the there's two games that are the same thing.
Plague Inc.
Plague Inc. Plague Incorporated. You never played that game?
No.
It's where you play as a disease
No,
and you have to your job is to infect the world. And one of the things that you do in that game,
I played Flood.
one of the strategies that you have over time is you try to have a disease that is very contagious but not very damaging, and that evolves into be a more damaging virus later. That way people don't fight the disease early on.
You
Because
gotta keep under the radar first.
Right.
And infect. Yeah.
but then you infect a lot of people, then you do a conversion and become a deadly disease and then start killing everybody. on the
God, what
planet.
was that other game? Now that's gonna
There was another
really
one, right?
bug me.
Tell us on Twitter.
Pandemic.
Tell us. Is that it?
Yeah,
that sounds
Pandemic
right.
2.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Also, we should. I have 2 iPads going here because I'm doing ad reads today. But I promise you, we will be checking Twitter. So tweet us at #RT Podcast. But I also want to remind you that this podcast is brought to you by Blue Apron. Not all ingredients are created equal. Fresh, high-quality ingredients taste better and are better for you, so it's important to know where your food comes from. Excuse me. Blue Apron knows that when you cook with incredible ingredients, you make incredible meals. So they set the highest quality standards for their community of artisanal suppliers, family-run farms, fisheries, and ranchers. Whether it's Japanese ramen noodles, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, or heirloom tomatoes, Blue Apron is bringing you the best. For less than $10 per meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. Blue Apron features new recipes that are created each week by Blue Apron's culinary team and are not repeated within a year. Each meal comes with a step-by-step, easy-to-follow recipe card, and pre-portioned ingredients can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping. Wow, free with free shipping. By going to blueapron.com/roosterteeth. You will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron, so do not wait. That's blueapron.com/roosterteeth. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. I did a really fun thing with my kids. We do these culinary experiments all the time. And we just took a trip to New York. We should talk about hunting Pokemon in New York, by the way. You want a Magnemite? New York. We're lousy.
I'm buying a ticket right
We're
now.
lousy with Magnemites.
Have you
dude.
got your Voltorb?
Yes, I.
Those are all over New York as well, by the way.
Really? There was
Everywhere.
one park in Austin that has a bunch of them. And Kat looked it up and was like, we're going to this park.
Isn't it like the old power station?
No, and
That
I
makes
honestly,
sense.
when the game first came out, I was like, I'm going to go to a power station
Is there
and
a
see if I find them
subreddit
there.
for Pokemon Go, like where you could actually find out where they have?
There's an Austin one. I
There's
think
an
it's
Austin map.
It's Pokemon Go Austin.
just of like people who found these Pokemons in certain locations.
Yeah, there's like a Google map of Austin, and it has little pictures of the Pokemon everywhere they've been found. And there's certain places that are just like a fucking breeding ground,
Yeah.
like down by like that Ladybird Lake that walk.
The
around
capital
Auditorium
too, I
Shores.
think. Right?
Auditorium Shores, Charmander, all over that place.
Yeah, I got 5 the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're playing?
Nope. Yeah, I went for a walk with Tony at the weekend, and I was looking.
It's good stuff.
Hatched
Yeah.
a couple eggs.
Yeah, it's nice. But we've been out there like late at night, it seems like, whether we got off a plane and like stopped by the river. And it's like the summer nights in Austin are just gorgeous. It's like 80 degrees, a little bit less, like 78 degrees. So it's like
Perfect.
it's very warm, but at the same time, it's like a nice breeze because it's night. It's great. It's really nice.
Austin's nice.
Austin's nice. It gets a little brutally hot during the day, but
I like it.
other than that, it's nice.
I like
My
the-
lawn is dying.
Oh, is it? Don't let it do that.
Why?
It's don't let it do that.
It's hard to get
Put
it
water
back.
on it. That's what you gotta
Yeah,
do.
it's a waste though.
No, don't do it.
Like,
Mine-
do
mine
you not
died,
feel
it's
bad
gone.
blowing gallons of water just straight into the floor?
No, I don't because water. that's what water does
No,
normally.
I don't mean like environmentally. I mean money-wise.
What's weird is that we take the water out of the environment, put it in the jugs, and then put it in our refrigerator.
Well, I don't water my lawn with jugs.
Why
What
don't
freaks
you-
me out is if I ever throw away a plastic bottle that has water left in it, I have this weird feeling that like that water's never gonna get out of that plastic.
That
bottle.
water will never serve its purpose.
Yeah, it's never
Yeah.
gonna go. I mean, like it's like if you take a big glass of water and just dump it out on the driveway, that's great. That's the way that's supposed to work. And then the water will evaporate and go up and make a cloud, and cloud will ruin somebody's day somewhere else.
Just replace your entire lawn with stone.
Don't do that. My place over the last place I had,
Yeah.
I had too much stone stuff.
That was like a bunch of like little rocks. That was like gravel.
What are you gonna do? Like
I
boulders?
thought I meant like a tile stone.
Oh, we're gonna
know?
just pave your front yard. Do that. I had a zero-scaped front yard in my old place. And it just kind of like,
Zero-scaped.
yeah, I think it's 0 with an X.
It was the loudest front yard
That's
I've
the
ever been in.
douchiest thing.
No,
ever.
it's so cool. It's so cool.
Is that
all
right?
crunchy.
Is it zero-scape is with an X, right? Zero-scape?
Oh, we got a thumbs up.
Thumb up.
You
was
give me
all-
the thumbs up.
Your lawn was all
you go.
crunchy in your old place. I'd walk up to your front door and it'd be like,
So the backyard was like that exact same way.
Was it?
The whole backyard. But the first thing I did when I moved in was had all that fucking gravel taken out and I put lawn back in.
but there was a pool back there. So like if you
Yeah.
went out barefoot to go to the pool, you'd have to walk on that gravel.
No. The solution was, do you remember that in the grass I had these like cement steps, like
Yeah.
little like lily pads that you could walk from one to the next to get to the pool? They had those in the gravel, but then all that would happen is a little bit of gravel would get on top of those things and you'd step on that. So it would hurt like 10 times worse than stepping in the gravel. Terrible design. It's like the one bad thing about that house. So I immediately like removed all that and put in grass. And like I had like 3 guys come bid on it and they were all like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Like, yeah, I'm positive. Just put fucking grass here. I don't want grass. So
I almost broke my toe at your house one time.
how'd you do that?
It was when you threw the surprise party for me. And
That was a day Garrett almost electrocuted himself on
yeah,
some
it was
lights.
also the day he slipped on your pool and I went to go catch him and my foot went directly into him and I broke one of my toes.
on him.
Yep.
I am amazed that nobody brained themselves on at that going in that pool because that deck around it was like smooth as could be.
Yeah,
smooth
no, that's
cement.
where he slipped.
Yeah, and it's like if you the kids would run and stuff and they would stop and then their feet just keep going and you just like fall on your butt and it's like I'm really happy nobody cracked their head open.
How did he almost electrocute himself again?
Remember
Trying
the
to change the light bulbs in the.
remember the lights
Yeah.
those like
Yeah,
those
he's an electrician though.
little string bulbs that we had out the
He got
backyard?
sparked. It went like.
I feel like his dreads would just like.
Nah, it's fine. Like Michael was an electrician for years, and
Michael has a really high tolerance for those
Everything?
zapping games.
Yep. Somebody sent me, by the way, a photo of a kid in Mexico playing the car battery with the 2 copper rods game. It was like the kid looked like he was like 7 years old and he was playing this game.
What is that game?
What game?
Oh, I described it in a previous podcast. When we were in college, we would go down to Mexico because we weren't old enough to drink. So we would go down to border towns like Matamoros and Nuevo Laredo. When we were like 18 and 19, we'd go drink there. And
Just
there
get a
was,
fake ID. That's a lot of effort.
but it was also fun.
just grow a beard. No one
It was way
asks.
more fun. It was way more fun. I also had a fake ID. I had my brother's ID. He was 2 years older than me, and I could get away with that.
Do you look like him?
No, he was like 80 pounds heavier than me too, and it was like I was a lot lighter complected. Like I used to have blonder hair.
Is that a word?
Lighter
Complected?
Complected.
Complected.
Yeah, Venians.
Yeah. you were blonde.
Let's go back to talking over Barbara for the rest of the podcast.
Back to the other 300 and X amount of podcasts.
Do you feel like we talk over you on the podcast?
Absolutely.
Do you really?
Absolutely. Everyone else thinks so too.
Wait, who?
All the comments on every podcast I'm on is just like.
All I
"Man,
hear is that you never talk.
Yeah, because every time I try to, you guys talk over me.
Barbara, the floor is yours. What would you
Wait,
like
wait.
to say?
I wasn't in the middle of talking, so I'm good.
You got anything?
Not right now.
I'm just making sure.
Thank you. Let's bring up another subject, and if I start to talk, don't start talking.
Who
at the same
interrupts you the
time.
most?
What do you got in your notes, Barb?
Bernie.
Bernie
Yeah. Although it's kind of evening out.
with me?
Yeah. It's okay. I'll just.
How am I
sing-
doing?
You're doing great. Yes. Yeah, I like Jeremy.
I talk very fast,
Yeah.
and as a result of it, pauses seem very long to me, even when they're totally normal pauses.
I'm a slower talker, so I think that hurts me.
I'm like that on panels too. Like somebody will ask a question, and nobody on the panel will say anything, which to me feels like 10 seconds of just nothing. I'll go to answer, and then someone will go, "I was going to answer that question." It's like, well, then why didn't you answer the question? It's like, I don't understand why it didn't happen. So I just recognize that my time frame for conversation is a little bit faster.
I think it's also the fact, and I don't mean this in any sort of sexist manner, but
Oh, get ready for this.
women's voices don't tend to have the same kind of power that men's voices do a lot. So I think in conversation, a lot of women feel like they get talked over by a group of guys.
Does Gavin have a
common
powerful
thing.
voice?
No, but it's a male voice.
Hello.
Just talk like that the rest
No,
of the
but
podcast.
Bernie's right with like silence. Where, I mean, that's why Off Topic is such a shit show, because like we're all trained in making Let's Plays to not let there be a silence.
Yeah.
Like, at all. And that's why theater mode was so hard for us too, because we have to be silent sometimes so that we can hear the movie and the audience can hear the movie, and that's so new to us.
Yeah, I feel like if Michael's on it, that's impossible. Silence with Michael.
I wouldn't be able to do a podcast with Michael.
I would love. To
I
do an
don't think I'd
experiment.
ever speak if Michael was on a podcast with me.
I would love to do an experiment with Michael where we just let him talk and see how long
He can do it.
He
He just
does
do the
those-
full plays.
yeah,
and
the full
stuff.
plays.
I'm talking like, let's see how long. Like 12 hours? Could he go? Could he go 24 hours?
I
Just
think
like
he
one
could do
continuous conversation?
as much as you give him.
I think so too. It's an extraordinary talent that he has. A gift of gab, if you will. But as I was saying earlier, before Barb cut me off, when we were in New York, I did this experiment with my kids, this culinary experiment. But usually we make something, like we cook something. This time we did something else. We went to a New York deli for our last meal. Teddy really wanted to try pastrami for some reason, and he fucking hated it. I knew he was going to hate it, but I was like, all right, let's give it a shot.
what
hurt.
is it?
It's corned beef, sliced corned beef, right? Is
You
that
never had
pastrami?
pastrami.
No, I have. I just
Oh.
don't know what it is. It's
Oh,
like,
right.
yeah, that's
Well,
one
I
of
got
the,
scared there for a
it's one of the
second.
meats with a fancy name.
Yeah. Well, the sandwich had mustard on it. There was it was all ready to go, and so I was like, yeah, it's good with mustard, so give it a shot. He's like, what's this? He like pointed at, he saw the yellow layer in there. He's like, what's this? And I said, I'm thinking it's some kind of cheese. Totally lied to him. So he tried it, and he was like, he powered through about half of one half the sandwich. He was like, eh. Anyway, so we ate at that deli, and we each had a sandwich. I bought an extra sandwich because I knew Teddy was not going to like the pastrami. So I got him something else, and then we all had like a drink, and then we had like two cannolis that we split between us. Anyway, that was like $85 for that meal. That was right near Times Square that we ate that. And then we came home that day. The next day, we ordered groceries. We had them delivered to the house. We had like a half a week's of groceries delivered, and it was $100. And I was like, I was trying to show him, it's like, that was one meal we ate that was $85, and then here's 3 or 4 days of food that's only $100.
In New York,
Give
you
me
had to
3
deliver?
meals a day.
No, that's after we
you got
got
home?
back. We got
Okay.
back to Austin. We did it.
Hell yeah, Northeast.
Hey, one of the really cool things about, and there's not much. One of the cool things about Uber going away though is that Instacart, which is our grocery delivery service, is 1,000 times better now
Why is that?
because all the drivers are available. I think
You think they went over to Instacart?
they had to go somewhere.
They didn't go to like Fair or Fasten or any of those?
I think maybe it gave Instacart a chance to catch up on their hiring or something like that. Because now it's suddenly better. Before it was like, you couldn't get anything until the next day, basically. So at that point, you're like, well, I guess I'll just go to the grocery store.
Do you want one of those fridges where you can order food on?
No.
What are those?
They got like TVs on them now. You can
No.
like order food through them.
Like
I don't want that.
Amazon?
Oh, like Instacart. And if you're out shopping, you can see inside your fridge to see what you have.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Remember we said we wanted to get like a picture of the inside from on the outside.
Why don't you
so
just
a
open the
clear
fridge?
front.
Well, you can't if you're at the supermarket, little Jay.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about like when you're home. You want there to be an image like showing the
What do you
inside
mean?
of your
So
fridge.
there's a display on the front.
Yeah,
you go
you
up to
said
it
it.
and you're like, you push a button and it's like, you have 6 eggs.
No, the feature I'm talking about is you
this happen
can
yet?
see a camera inside your fridge through your phone wherever you are.
A camera.
Yeah,
Like a
you can
security
see
cam.
inside your
You can talk
fridge.
about it if you want.
So it's like, oh, I need milk.
Wait, so you
Christ,
you get a camera feed and you're like,
Yeah.
milk's pretty low.
Yeah.
Just
Why don't you just open the door, right?
or just write it down. Like the pen and paper has been working for so long. You're thinking you're just gonna like go
Pen
out
and paper. It's
You're
sort of driving to the supermarket, but people use Instacart.
Where you're gonna go? So some people do, but what you're saying is you're gonna go to the supermarket and go figure it out when I'm there, and then just look it up on the thing.
I assume it's like an emergency. It's like those dryers that have the hatch in for like, oh, I forgot my socks.
What?
Or the washing machine. There's the washing machine with the front. You pull open a thing while it's on, and you can bung extra crap in. Because you always find something after you
You
put.
could also open a washing machine when it's going and
Yeah.
put stuff
Nah,
in.
that's the whole thing. You got to press the button. You wait for the water
You
to
said
come out.
you said a dryer.
Yeah, I meant washer.
You meant a washer.
What's the
Both.
what's the washer you're talking about? You're talking about a front-loading washer,
Yeah.
one of these high-efficiency washers.
Can't you just like
it also
click
has
it open?
like a bung. What's it? A bung?
It has like
It has a
little
bung hole.
bung door in the top. In the top of the round
Can
bit.
you put all your clothes in through the bung door?
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because I don't know what
Why
you're
would you
describing.
forget your socks?
Why would you have two doors that do the same fucking thing?
No, it's one door with a door in it.
It's what because when it's
That's two doors!
No, it's like the
That's
fridge.
2 doors.
It's like the fridge where if you squeeze it differently, it opens differently.
What house does he live in?
Why?
Does he live in a fun house?
Just
I like-
have a fridge.
I like
You-
technology. It's cool.
You don't need a fridge with a security camera, 2 doors, and an iPad.
It's one door. Well, it's two. It's one
It's
door.
2 doors. You said it was 2 doors.
Let me ask you a question. Why, if you have one door on the washing machine and you put the stuff in there, why don't you just open that same door instead of another door inside of that door?
Because, genius, the thing fills up with water. You want to open the door and have water spill
You hit
out?
the button.
Yeah, then you have to wait for the water to come out. It takes
How
forever,
long?
and then it goes clunk, and it unlocks, and you can put stuff in.
What's
or
forever?
Or
3
the bung
seconds?
door.
the bung door, where it's like it's on. You just go whoop.
And water comes out of that.
No, because it's like that.
It's
like
tilt-
this is the front, and
angled.
It's like a mailbox.
It's like a chute.
By the way, if you're listening to the audio podcast, that whole thing that Gavin just did, it went through a whole lot of machinations. Basically, Barbara's right. It's the word angled. Is what you're looking for. It's at
like-
an angle. So why not put all your clothes in through that thing?
Why would you?
Because it's small.
You load a washing
This is for the-
machine. I
It
understand
just
what
sounds
you're
like a
saying now.
better way to. It's clearly a better way to load the washing machine.
Well, no. This is for what he's saying is this is
So-
for every time that you've ever put in a load of laundry and then 10 minutes later thought, crap, forgot the
Yeah,
socks.
or like, oh man, I put in all my laundry basket stuff. I forgot my suitcase that I just finished traveling with.
You wash your suitcase.
fit that in the bung door.
Fucking idiot. So,
I think technology in appliances is neat. I don't have any of these fridges
you
or
probably
dryers.
paid $500 for that on your washing machine so that you don't have to stand there for an extra 3
No,
seconds.
yeah, I mean, I don't have one. I wouldn't pay that. I'm saying it's cool, and one day it'll be like the standard.
Yeah,
did
it'll
you
be the
see
total
this?
standard.
Did you
I'll
s-
sit on my couch and look at my iPad to see when my toast in the toaster
Nah,
is cooked.
you get her back on that kind of stuff. I guarantee there'll be something else that comes along that you won't even be prepared for. Like everyone's all 3 months ago, everybody's all up in arms about VR and they're about the $800 headsets. Everybody's going ape shit. VR is the new thing. I was sitting there the whole time going, yeah, but when AR comes out, it's going to be a way bigger deal. Like, because we'll be able to go with it everywhere and it'll affect our real life. And AR will be a much bigger deal than VR. What happens? Pokemon Go comes out, an AR application, and everybody goes fucking nuts.
You
for it.
play without VR though, without AR.
Well, because it burns through my camera.
Yeah.
But it's still AR because I still have to go through the world.
You mean
Yeah.
battery?
What I said? Camera? Yeah, I meant to battery.
No, AR doesn't count if it's not using the camera. I don't think, unless it's superimposing stuff over real life. That's not AR. That's just you using a map and playing a game.
It's augmented reality. There are Pokemon that live in Austin now because of this game. You know, they
Yeah,
don't
but-
actually live in Austin in real life,
Yeah, but
right?
they're on your phone.
Yeah.
On like a virtual map. That's not putting anything in your reality. That's you. That's like saying Yelp is AR.
It very much is putting it. Am I crazy here? It very much is putting it in your reality.
AR is like superimposing it over real life, right? That's what the
So if I told you
HoloLens
there's a
is.
Pokemon across the street,
Can I see it?
what? If I told you there's a Pokemon across the street, and I said go get it, or you should capture that Pokemon, what would you do? You would get up from here and you would go walk in reality over to where the Pokemon is.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't go, it's in my phone. You wouldn't scroll over to it or anything like that. You would go in real life over to that. That's what
But isn't-
augmented.
Well, okay. I just feel like it has to be over like real visuals.
No.
Has to be like a Pidgey on a bench.
Pidgey on a bench.
I think
that you
that
can take a nice
helps.
photo of.
I mean, the AR
It's another
slider,
level.
you can literally press the slider that says AR off, and
Yeah.
all that stuff goes away.
Yes.
There are virtual reality games where you can sit at your computer. It's still a virtual reality game, but it's better when you can stand up and move around, right?
Totally.
Well, I mean, virtual reality
Feel
is
more immersed.
if you can move
Stop
your
talking
head
so
and
much.
look. What does Twitter say?
Oh, I haven't checked Twitter. Let me check Twitter right now. Just can anybody else do that? Because I got a billion other things I have
right.
to do here. Here, let me look up RT.
I'll
Podcast.
look up Twitter.
You'll look up Twitter.
It took me too long to get my phone.
Barbie is in charge of social media for the company. So.
Like, if I could see the Twitter feed hovering behind me,
Yes,
that would be AR.
Hovering.
hovering. They'd be mad that I mispronounced mobile.
Augmented reality.
I have a really terrible story that I have got to tell before. This might be, Gavin, this might be the worst airline story ever.
Oh, are you serious?
I can't believe
Is that
that this
possible?
happened, and I was there.
For New York?
If I was anywhere else in the plane, I would have missed it. I was right there, I was like part of the story. It was horrible. So we were coming back. Air travel's a nightmare this summer. Do you agree with that? Planes are late. Are you having more trouble with planes than you ever have with airline travel?
I think you're just
Yeah.
flying
It's
more than ever
awful.
before.
It's awful right now, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a sign the economy's actually doing well because there's a lot of people traveling. The airports are so fucking crowded all the goddamn time. Anyway, our plane, I was in JFK. I was returning from New York, which, by the way,
Terrible airport.
Magnemites. Go there.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Voltorbs.
there.
Everywhere.
Oh, I gotta go there. It's the promised land.
Everywhere. I was walking down the street, found a Scyther. Is that what it's
There's
called?
all over the place here.
Oh, are there?
Yeah.
I didn't see
He
them.
likes Voltor, but he doesn't like Electrode.
Hate Electrode. Electrode's like
They're the same thing.
no,
but
they're
upside
not.
down.
Electrode's got a dumbass, stupid grin on its face. Voltorb's just pissed.
Voltorb's a pokeball.
Yeah, that's
It really
pissed.
hurts when they do it.
By the way, someone on Twitter said you don't need a compass. The tracker pops green when you turn to
I
face
saw that,
the
but
one you
that-
select in the tracker list.
There's like 87 rumors about Pokemon Go. People just of things people don't
What
understand.
turns
how they
green?
play.
They said the tracker pops green when you turn to face the one you select in the tracker list, and that was from Strife Rider on Twitter.
What? The little thing at the bottom right? What's a tracker?
I don't know. I'm just reading the tweet.
So you can like
Christ.
see what's near you and click on it, and it will like follow it. Like, see, I'm like, there's a fucking ghastly across the street. Boop.
But that's in your phone. It's not across the street.
No, it's not AR.
Not at all. So we're in JFK. Our plane was coming from Orlando, and it was late. So we were an hour late. And then because there was no other gates available, they basically just delayed us and the plane after us. So then there was 2 planes worth of passengers at one gate waiting for their planes to show up, and everyone was getting fussy. And JFK, the gates are already like enormously tiny, like way tinier than they need to be. And so it was just a ton of people jammed in here. It was getting hot. Everyone's going to rush. The plane finally shows up. They send the cleaning crew on. They rush through the whole thing. They get the crew, comes in. They get on. They say, all right, we're going to board. Let's go. Let's go. So we were all like, okay, we all just want to take off. We all want to get the hell out of that gate situation. So we get on the plane. I'm getting my kids all settled. I'm in the aisle seat. Then across the aisle from me is this nice couple in the window in the middle seat, and this dude with his family was next to him, like a row in front of us. He was in the aisle seat across from me. And I don't know if I was looking at the right place at the right time, but basically what happened is the lady who was in the middle seat, she was getting everything ready really fast, and everybody was like frantic. And she goes and she's like, I took all my shit out of the seat back pocket and I put it up in the overhead bin, which you hate that I do that.
Well, that's, show
Taking
some
up space.
respect.
Yeah.
You're going to do this from now on. Because she's like going crazy. She like is shoving stuff in her seat back pocket. She's doing it really fast. She puts her hand in the seat back pocket. It goes into the air sickness bag, which had been used on the previous flight. And the cleaning crew, because they were in a rush, they didn't catch it. She pulls her hand out. She looks like kind of like a surgeon going into surgery because she's holding her hands as far away from her body as she can, and she's got
Someone else's vomit.
someone else's vomit. Someone else's vomit is on her hand.
Y'all are getting teary-eyed.
I know. It was to this lady's credit. to this lady's credit, she had such a good attitude about it, and I didn't know this, but apparently flight attendants, they have this like industrial level antibacterial spray or like antiseptic, and like they had 2 different kinds. And they were like spraying it on her hand and cleaning her hand off. I'm actually okay. I went through all this on the plane. I was like laughing and gagging the whole time.
Damn it.
And they like sprayed her down. You could smell that antiseptic like the rest of
I'd probably
the trip.
rather smell that
Oh,
than
yeah.
vomit.
Oh, no, that's the weird. That's thankfully no one could smell. I couldn't smell from where I was sitting. But like the dude who was in the house, he was like, oh no. he was
So it was like that was the person who was with the couple, right?
so the couple was on the window in the middle seat. The guy right next to me, like across the aisle from me, was the other guy. He was
Who's
the family.
the prick who vomits in a bag and then leaves it open in the back of the seat?
Oh, it doesn't tell anybody. Like, doesn't like. Oh,
What
they'll
would
get
you
this.
do? What would you do if you threw up into one of those air
I would
sickness
take
bags?
that, but you take that bag with you and you throw it away.
Into
Yeah.
the bathroom?
It'd be like if somebody's taking their dog for a walk. The dog poops. They bend down. They bag the poop, and then they throw the poop on the ground.
Here's a scenario for you though. What if it was on landing where you actually can't get up or go back basically at all anymore during the flight?
At some point, they're leaving the plane, though.
Yeah, but so they're probably just like, oh, let's take care of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
Think about this, though.
Oh.
You're thinking it was the previous flight. Could have been a few. What if it was the day
That's a
before?
really bad cleaning crew.
2-day-old.
What is
vomit.
that? I mean, what's the moment of realization?
Probably when you feel wet.
Cold, wet. Cold, cold, wet puke.
Unless it was still warm.
Pieces of like green.
Say that.
I'm gonna die.
Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that every? I'm just trying to get off the vomit story.
We got to get Jeremy on Gavin or Gaggle.
Have you noticed that every time now where you fly from Austin to LA, you land at the goddamn international terminal? Have you noticed that?
I don't land there. I land at the other terminal that's not. This is. We're gonna bore the podcast listeners with this. Terminal 4 is where the American flights fly out of. Sometimes they'll fly out of the international terminal, which is called the Tom Bradley International
Which for some
Terminal.
reason isn't called 3, even though it's next to 4.
The Tom Bradley.
There's like 1, 2, Tom, and 3 and 4.
Then there's Terminal 4 is American, 5 and 6 are other terminals at LA. There's a secret terminal that some American flights fly out of, which you can only get to by going into Terminal 4 and then taking a bus across the fucking tarmac.
Satellite terminal.
What is that?
That's for like overflow, I guess, and for like small, like American Eagle flights.
I've been
whatever.
going to that nonstop. That's what I've been dealing
That
with.
sucks.
Oh, apparently,
it's
sorry, the green ping is false. It's just the
Oh.
list refreshing.
Everything about Pokemon is false.
All right, sorry to bring
It's
it up
all
again.
rumors.
I just want to make sure
Ex-
people didn't think that that was the actual answer.
Except there is one rumor that you can control how your EVs evolve. You can decide what they evolve into.
Another rumor that you can get a Pikachu as a starter, and my kids benefited from that. They both got Pikachus for
True.
starters.
Jesus Christ.
So
But and of course, in typical my kid fashion, JD knew about the trick, and we did it and applied it. Teddy just lucked out and got it. Like he just wandered away from the starters and ended up getting a Pikachu eventually. It's just like very
You just
typical
didn't want
Teddy.
any of the other ones.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about day 5, by the way? You said you want to talk about the episode more, but I didn't know if you were
No,
done.
I was gonna talk about like shooting that that shot that we did with the RTX attendees and everything. But it's, I mean, the main thing is like I'm so excited that that series is coming out.
I'd love to see a top down of that shot.
Yeah,
Like
that guy might
if
have one.
drones existed back then.
Were you at that RTX, Jeremy? As,
what year was that?
2012.
2012, I was not. No.
Okay.
2013 was the first year.
Is
I
that
went.
RTX is they're the thing I have the hardest trouble keeping track of. Was that our first year at the convention center?
It was,
It
yeah.
was, right? Okay.
That's when we had, I think, 4,000 attendees.
Yeah, we're all assigned a guardian as like basically like our personal guardian. My personal guardian that year was a kid who was a professional Pokemon player.
Really?
He would play in state tournaments. That's what he did.
Damn.
And he would train up his Pokemon all the time. And that's when I knew nothing about Pokemon. I was fascinated by the fact that this kid could professionally make money by playing Pokemon.
So since last week, do you know the names of more Pokemon?
I know the names of tons of Pokemon.
All right, let's hear some.
There's Eevee.
Nailed it.
What's that?
I said good. Yeah.
last week he didn't know any, but he did name
Weedle.
Arbok,
Caterpie.
and Enix.
Oh, what? I got an Onyx. That's like a big
You
rock
got
dragon.
Onyx? Oof.
Hey, it's one right around the corner from here.
The Rock Dragon.
Teddy wanted one. I took him straight to it. It's right over by the Dell Children's
That doesn't
Hospital.
work
not a
for
rock
me.
dragon.
Yeah, I don't know what to say
People are
about
just
that.
like, there's
snake.
this
Rock
Pokemon
snake.
right here. And I was like, I don't fucking see anything.
Yeah, I'm
Like, I've
sorry.
been walking around the parking lot. There's no Pokemon.
All right, so okay, let's hear some more.
Jeez. I mean, I have a ton of them. What do you? I mean, give
Can
me
you
a
name
go.
all the starters
Poly-
and what they turn into?
Oh shit, that I can't do. Oh, the starters? Oh,
Yeah.
Charmander's a starter. He turns into Charmeleon, then turns into Charizard.
Nailed it.
Then Squirtle turns into Furta, and then he also turns into something else after that. I don't know what the fuck he turns into. And then Pikachu turns into
You're missing one.
Richard Chew. Who does he turn into? Who does Pikachu turn into?
Richard
And then
Raichu.
who's the other one?
Raichu.
Bulbasaur turns into Venusaur, and then Ivysaur. I didn't know until I got Pokemon Go that there was a middle stage for any of those things. And the only reason I know Venusaur is because Egoraptor's fucking hilarious Pokemon animation that he did years ago. Still one of the funniest things I've ever seen online.
Venusaur.
It's so great. I didn't know. In fact, by the way, I have gotten so deep into Pokemon. I actually watched an episode of the anime. Is it fair to call it an anime? I mean,
Yeah.
anime. The style is essentially one of the big tools that they use is basically a still image, and they animate as little as possible, like just the mouth or something like that.
Or just the legs walking.
Right. Or like they do like the digital zoom and with layers. and
It's
everything.
super lazy in some areas, but then super detailed. Like explosions and smoke always look really good. in
Because you can
anime.
reuse them, and you don't know that they're reusing the same fucking thing.
All right, chill out.
All right, okay, sorry about that. Got a little excited there. The yeah, but Pokemon to me is like that's like one of the cheapest looking animes that I've ever seen. Now the fights, I didn't see one that had a fight. I watched a fucking episode where Slowpoke evolves into Slowbro and why that happens, and like there was an explanation of it. God, that show is fucking mind-numbing.
Wait,
I don't know
Slowpoke-
how you guys grew up watching that show.
That's a real Pokemon?
Slowbro.
Yeah, slow bro.
I thought it was like
Yo.
the character with the backwards hat, like Slow Bro.
Slowbro is a Slowpoke with a shelter on its tail. I'm getting so good at
What
this.
the fuck is a shelter?
A shelter is the. It's
I don't
a-
know anything
it's a
about
clam.
Pokemon.
Evolves
It's a
into
clam
toy
that can
stuff.
lick you.
By the way, if you read all the descriptions, my kids are big in like reading like lore. I don't know why. Like they read the Pokedex and they read me the stuff, and they also read. I love it because they read the Pokestops. Did you know you click on the name of a Pokestop, it gives you information about
It
the
does,
thing?
and some of them are weird.
And it's really cool though because you drive around Austin. It's like I find places that I've lived in Austin 20 years. I'm like I never knew that was there.
Yeah.
Like the statue or
I
something
found a
like that.
Banksy in LA, but I wouldn't have known it was a Banksy.
That's awesome.
Well, there's a few people at the office who said they've never been to the Capitol before, but they went because there's this Pokemon over there.
You serious?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
People have lived in Austin for 20 years.
Crazy. But they, when you read the descriptions of the Pokemon, they're awful. They're terrible animals. I mean, they're just like a drowsy is an animal that comes and sucks the dreams out of your nose at night. That's what a
Oh,
drowsy
you'd be
does.
fucked.
Yeah, that one's.
It's horrifying. It's all horrifying. And this is a kid's thing?
It's pretty bad. Yeah, the drowsy one is especially like horrific. It's
Or
a
like-
kid show. This is what a Haunter says. Haunter is a dangerous Pokemon. If one beckons you while floating in darkness, you must never approach it. This Pokemon will try to lick you with its tongue and steal your life away.
Huh?
Yeah,
So
kid
it'll lick
show.
you to death.
It's gonna lure you into a back alley and lick you until you die
What I've never
How many
understood
licks does it
is
take to
how
to get to the center of its soul.
how a Cubone has its mum's head on it.
Yeah, Cubone's wearing its mother's skull.
What?
Yeah.
But it's like, where did it come
writes
from?
that?
It was born with it on. And like, so its mother is always dead? How does that work?
There's a lot of theories
You never see a
behind it.
Cubone without the hat on.
Maybe that's part of the birthing process. Comes
And
out
surely-
comes out through the top.
Surely its mother's a Marowak, which has a much bigger head anyway.
There's one Pokemon I don't
Surely.
understand.
Sure.
for it.
Let's not look around. Surely.
What the fuck is Mr. Mime?
He's a dude human Pokemon.
Yeah.
He's not in Pokemon Go, is he?
Yeah,
I
he
don't-
is.
is
Yep.
he?
He's a part of the
He's
original
one of the
1-
originals.
150.
What's
like-
Manochamp?
Why is it a human?
Machamp?
Nope.
I don't know why it's a person. Why is a Jinx a person? A Jinx
There's
is just a
another-
chick.
There's one. There's one
like
with
Nicki
boxing
Minaj.
gloves.
But not
Jinx.
wearing blackface.
Right, purple face.
There's a dude with boxing gloves. Hit-a-champ?
Hitmonchan.
Hitmonchan.
Yeah.
That's based off Jackie
That fucker.
Chan.
Yeah.
And there's Hitmonlee, which is based off Bruce Lee.
And these are the original Pokemon?
yeah.
Yeah.
See, Pokemon, you gotta land that sweet spot where it's like not knowing anything about it, it's no fun. Knowing a little bit about it is a ton of fun. Knowing a lot about it, once again, goes to totally not fun whatsoever. Like that, I wish I didn't know what you just said to me.
What did I just say?
That's based on Jackie Chan, and that there's a Mr. Mime who's a human Pokemon. I don't want to know any of that
He's
shit.
a mime.
And that it's wearing its mother's skull.
Well,
Sure
Mr.
is.
Mime doesn't wear its mother's skull. That'd be creepy.
He probably does.
Probably wears a lot of
It's
human
creepy no
skulls.
matter what.
Mime?
Yeah, it's terribly creepy.
It doesn't tolerate that.
Or Ekans, the biggest mind blow of
Yeah.
Pokemon. Is when you find out that Ekans backwards is Snake.
Yep.
How often are you redoing the hair?
This is still from the first.
Get out of here.
Go.
Wow, that's really
Yeah, it held the
symbolic.
color really well, so that's still the first one.
Yeah, but it's not growing out. You're not getting like you're not getting roots. I can't remember
no,
having a
I mean
conversation
like a
this.
little bit, but not really.
Did your hair just go really slow?
Yeah, so it'll stay this length for about ever. I'll probably dye it a different color before the next Let's Play Live.
What color?
Rainbow?
Don't know.
You
Don't
should
yet.
do, you should do like a blue or a red.
I'll do a blue.
I think you should do white.
That would just make him look like
Be
an old
Danny
man.
Phantom.
Skin
Awesome.
color.
No, yeah, but he's got a young face though, so it's like the white hair would be. There was a thing we went to Melbourne.
Does
So make me
me
look
look
old.
90?
Yeah.
We went to Melbourne a few years ago, and there was a kind of trend there at the time where a bunch of people that we ran into, ladies, had dyed their hair silver. And you would think that would make them look old. It just looked cool.
No, it's really in now.
It looked
the
really
gray
cool.
and silver hair.
Yep.
I like the faded rainbow looking hair. Opal hair.
When do you think beards are going
Pastel?
away?
Never.
No? You think they're here to stay?
I hope so.
Beards?
Yeah.
I'm all about beards.
Are you?
Yeah.
Or like full beard or like
No.
shave it all?
Like
shave the
that's
neck?
a good level. That's a good level. That's a good level. Any more than that is a little like once it starts getting past where your jawline is too much by like an inch or more.
Right.
It's too much.
But like also like going down the neck though too, right?
Yeah.
Like he should shave his neck down there.
Gavin?
Yeah.
His hair's light enough that it's not too bad.
I don't know. That's atrocious. I mean, you gotta cut that.
It's atrocious.
Wow.
Well, you're
It's like it
telekinetic.
doesn't end. It's like it goes. It just continues. To
Well,
the
it joins
chest.
my chest. if I
Gavin.
don't
Yeah.
trim it.
You should stop compromising on your shave and get started with Harry's. For far too long, you've either paid too much for a
How
comfortable
did I not see
shave,
that coming?
or you've settled for a low-priced
good.
but low-quality razor. Harry's offers something you've never had before: a great shave at a fair price. Harry's makes its own high-quality razors, cuts out the middleman, and ships them directly to you for half the price of the leading brand. Good shave, good price. It's simple. Get the best of both with Harry's. Harry's makes just one razor with all you need for a close, comfortable shave. Quality guaranteed, full refund if you're not happy. Harry's starter set, the Truman, is a great option for new customers and an amazing deal. For just $15, you get a razor, handle, moisturizing shave cream, and 3 of Harry's 5-blade German-engineered razors. Plus, there's a special offer for fans of the Rooster Teeth podcast below. Harry's will give you a $5 off your first purchase with promo code Rooster. Go to harrys.com right now and look for the Truman set. That's HARRYS.com. Enter code Rooster at checkout to get $5 off, and that will help support the show that you love watching and we love making. So stop compromising. Give Harry's a try today. Gavin, you can go and you can get Harry's razor, and you can just like clean all of that up. I need to clean this up here a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I got my hair cut shorter, and I like it because it's like I got my gray showing right there. See that right there?
I saw that in the
I watched your vlog.
in the first member vlog.
Like that.
That you
like
did.
that. Earned that. Earned all those.
You did one of those like snap changes.
I earned them all. Tough life. Had to edit my own videos.
Why didn't we call it hobby?
What? What?
Why didn't we call first hobby?
Because only like 10,000 people would understand that.
It's funny though.
What do we call it first?
Hobby. You remember hobby? on
Oh,
the site?
hobby. Yeah, not many people would get hobby, for sure. Oh, I hope it saved that recording before it died.
Oh, is
Oh,
it dead?
it
I just
died.
whispered in his ear.
Did you? Yeah, hopefully.
Before it
hopefully-
died.
Hopefully it's good. It made it most of the way through the podcast. We'll record a
That's
special
what killed it.
outro. All right. Anything you want to talk about before we wrap up? We got about 5 minutes left.
Yes.
What do you got?
So this weekend we're doing a live stream with Stack Up, which is a great organization. We're going to be streaming from 10 a.m. I believe for 8 hours. It's going to be Rooster Teeth, Screw Attack, Achievement Hunter, and Funhaus. So that's 10 a.m. this weekend. And then also after this podcast, John and I did an interview with 2 people who are going to be at Comic-Con this weekend, Black Nerd Comedy, Andre Meadows and Katie Wilson. And yeah, we did a little interview with them. So stay tuned for that after the podcast as well.
Did you just list 3 people?
No.
Oh.
Black Nerd Comedy is Andre Meadows.
Oh, I thought you were okay.
And Katie Wilson is another person.
Yeah.
Somebody on Twitter caught the fact that I almost mispronounced Melbourne. I said Melbourne.
But that's
Ooh,
okay
that's a
because you're
mistake.
American.
Melbourne.
Sacrilegious.
I know. I'm American. I'm going to pronounce it like an American does. All right. Oh, thank you for the nice comments about the segue. Yes, people are talking about God, why is this? Is this my thing making noise?
Have you talked about your Segway?
It's muted. Oh, my segue. I should go get that. It's in the car.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Wait,
It
what?
fucking
and
pitched
then
me off.
roll in here.
You
on
fell
it
off
like
it?
a badass.
It pitched me. Well, yeah.
You have
I
a
fucked up.
Segway?
I do. It's a new Segway.
It's got no handle.
Yeah.
It's
Like
like
one of
halfway
those, like,
between a
hoverboards?
hoverboard and a Segway.
Yes,
Kind of,
and
except that it
it's
has like a dick
fucking
stick
awesome.
that you control it with.
Yeah, it's like someone forgot to build the top of a Segway.
Right?
Just give it a wiggle.
So it goes up to where?
Good.
Your waist?
Like knees.
Yeah,
Or
it goes up to
thighs.
mid thigh.
Yeah.
What's the point of
Oh
that?
yeah, go get it.
Get-
I want to play on it.
You want to go? Should I go get it before the end of the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll fill it.
Yeah.
We'll fill in for you.
All right, we got a couple minutes. Why does this thing keep making noises at me when it's muted? Fucking thing. Look, volume's all the way down. It's on mute.
It's
You
your
sure about
phone.
that?
Is one of you fucking with me? It is. Maybe it's my phone. I'll be right back.
Are you gonna roll in when you get it? Do you have your key card?
Yeah. Yeah, I got one.
Okay, good.
Did you only have one beer on this podcast?
No, this is my second.
Oh, nice.
So
we never get drunk, you and I, little Jay.
I rarely get drunk.
You wanna soon?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
you and me?
Why not? I
one else?
almost got real drunk after the Off Topic podcast at RTX.
That
That was a close one.
that was getting rough.
Yeah. Well, because also before that podcast even happened, the crowd was all riled up, so I ran out into the crowd.
I watched the amount of Guardians around the place. Like,
What?
I watched the amount of Guardians double and then almost triple.
Yeah.
Like because the crowd was just starting to run up to the stage.
Yeah, I
and
ran
stuff.
out there before the thing started and stood up on one of the chairs in the middle of the audience.
Yeah.
And Kat had a bottle of whiskey with her, so I just started drinking it, like on the thing.
I'm really happy we saved that for the last part of RTX.
You whipped
Oh.
your shirt off.
My shirt came off. Yeah, it did. Well, Michael told me to.
Yeah.
So-
Michael was telling a lot of people a lot of things.
Yeah, but I just follow instructions.
Did you
I
see
got
that
injured on
supercut?
that podcast.
Yeah, you did.
The supercut when at the beginning of the podcast, Michael was like, "I can't wait to see into an hour and a half into this," and then it cuts to him like
He,
with his shirt off, all sweaty.
Oh,
He gobbed all over his phone because he spits a lot. He's a very spitty person.
Yeah.
But when he's drunk, it's like a fountain. And I was laughing at his phone because it was just caked in spit. And then he tried to wipe the phone on my face. And I was just, wrestling him back. And then my chair was going over. And I was like, oh, there's nothing behind me. I'll take a spill. I've fallen off a chair a bunch of times. It won't hurt. At the last minute, I don't think you can even tell on the video. He, wings his phone. And it hit me right in the face.
oh.
As I went down on the chair, I was like,
I didn't know what happened because I was just staring at the camera the whole
Yeah.
time,
Look at this
like
guy.
doing what,
look,
like.
there he is.
Oh my god!
One of the greatest
that even
shots
work?
ever. Here it goes.
If you can sit in your chair from that without touching the floor, I'll be so impressed. See if you can back into your chair and just plop down.
What?
Like the fact is you can't see it on the camera.
It's framed perfectly.
Oh, so the thing in between your thighs acts as a way to hold.
Yeah.
That's how he
together.
controls
I
it.
don't trust this. This thing kicked me off.
No, you can do it. You can back into your chair. You can back
Do it.
into
You
your
gotta
chair.
do it, Barney.
Why don't you
let's-
get closer?
Let's see this happen. Yeah.
Look at it. It's got blinkers and stuff.
Stay wide. Stay wide.
Go this way. Nope, went the wrong way. Go this way.
Yeah. Park it. Park
Oh,
it.
oh, careful.
I gotta step off of it.
Yeah.
No,
no,
just
you're
pull
good.
your ass down.
He's right.
Plug my ass down.
You can do some squats.
You
Oh.
wanna try it? No, it'll see it stands up.
No, I'm gonna fucking.
Gab, you gotta.
If you go like this.
I would spill the fuck out on that thing.
You know how to do it? Oh, okay, hold on.
Get it, Gabby, get it.
Hold it with your fucking hand.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. No, don't. You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
Don't die. Sweet. Hey, they were on Amazon Prime Day. They had them
How is-
for like $150 cheaper than I bought it the day before.
How did you get it to work that fast?
It's a segue. That's the reason why I got that.
Did you hear them? The room's up there. Gavin starts going on the couch. You
Yo,
just hear a
don't
voice.
die.
You hear a voice go, "Oh God, cables."
No, it's good. It's nice.
Good way to get a new set.
You look real tall.
New set?
Gabby, you're so calm.
It's got to be the laziest way to get around, right?
Oh shit. Oh Gavin! Oh Gavin!
Okay.
Oh, the light.
All right.
How do I get off?
You just hold still and step off backwards.
All right.
Without turning. Hold still means hold still.
He's gonna dismount where everyone can see him.
But it'll get going back and forth between stage 2 and here. It'll get booking. It'll go.
How fast does it go?
Gavin wants to know how fast it'll go. It'll go 6.6 miles per hour. So like a steady clip, if like a good jog. You know?
There's a lot of cables back here.
There's a lot of cables. Don't fuck it up. Gavin, this is something you'll have to see on video. Gavin's just like cruising through the set. It almost looks like okay, that was bound to happen. That was. What did you lose? Did you lose my jar of honey?
No, it's still up there.
Just one of our awards.
Your
No big
at
deal.
sign.
He's like, "Damn it."
All right, what else should we discuss before we call it quits for this evening? Anybody else on Twitter? Anything on RT Podcasts? People want us to talk about? I think we're all set. No, they want you to have opal hair. Someone
How much is
suggested.
that Segway thingy?
So I got it for like $850, and then it immediately went on sale for $700.
Wow.
There's a reason why I got it though, is because
Steadicam.
Ash wanted me to get one of those unicycles, powered unicycles, because that's what knocked us out of the Amazing Race. Spoiler. And so this was my way of like conquering that and fucking taking.
I would
shit
use it
back.
for Pokemon Go.
I also thought it'd be fun to get those as a gift if people can learn to use them, to like get people to go back and forth between the buildings.
Well, we talked about getting legitimate segways when we first moved here.
Noise. Yeah, we did. And those are like $5,000 each. So I was like, that's a terrible idea.
Is that your phone going nuts?
That thing's loud as hell.
But it's muted.
Is your phone muted?
Is your phone muted? Let me see.
Yes.
But my phone, I'm not on my phone doing anything. Like it's making all the Twitter noises. That's definitely that thing. I can't fucking win. All right. Well, I guess that does it for tonight. Let me check my notes and see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about.
Oh, little Jay, hop on the little Segway.
Oh,
What about the thing that
What?
you asked me about?
couple things about Pokemon. What did I ask you
I
about? Oh, right. So Barbara is in. I have to proof shorts as they come in. Barbara is in an upcoming short where she has to make out with somebody else at the company.
Gross. Who is it?
I will be curious to see, Gavin. You really took one for the team when you made out with Samantha Ireland in a video. Pretty cool. And then immediately turned around and made out with Tom Booker in that same video.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. So I'm curious to see how you react to Barbara's makeout
It's not
scene.
the same though.
Who was it?
Can we say?
I don't know if I could say. I think I might give away.
Well, we don't want to spoil it. That would be spoiling because that's not out.
I'll tell you after the podcast.
But she's got to like make out with somebody in it.
Was it weird?
Was it weird?
No, because
Why? 'Cause you made out? Have you made out
we
with that
didn't
person?
actually kiss.
Okay, there we go. See.
But you didn't use tongue.
That's a spoiler.
Well, there was tongue there, but not on the mouth.
You'll
It-
see.
It, you know, it was a lot of everything.
Do you guys want to talk about your feud with Funhaus? What's been going on?
Yeah, what
Since you
the
guys are
fuck
both
is
with
that?
Achievement Hunter, what is going on?
I thought it was a joke, honestly.
What happened?
So, all right. So what happened is Achievement Hunter, Funhaus, we always play against each other, right? And probably 9 times out of 10, Achievement Hunter wins. Like the things, right?
But we care very little about winning.
We
care
don't
about
care. Like,
we
we
care
don't-
about like, was it a good video? Was it funny?
Which is usually a recipe for winning. Is if you don't care, you're not all uptight,
Yeah.
and then you can end up winning.
Right.
That's how
and-
the team that beat us in the Amazing Race. They were like just having a good time.
Yeah. And Funhaus are funny as hell. What like all of their videos are funny, but when they play us, they get mad and they get serious.
So we recently played a game
Competitive.
called
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight, which is one of my favorite games right now. It's
I know.
playing it right
I've
before the-
seen that you guys have made videos in this, and you guys have put out like 80 billion streams for it too. Mm-hmm. It's like a 80s slasher.
It sounds like you
Movie
haven't
game?
watched our videos.
That is correct. I have
Yeah.
not seen these videos.
It's a 4v1.
Read through it. Gavin.
It's a lot like an 80s slasher, 4v1. One guy's the slasher, 4 survivors.
I saw a
That's-
clip
you know.
where I was watching one of the videos, but I can only watch like 10 minutes of it, where Michael was hunting for you, Gavin.
Yeah.
And he seemed to go straight to you. So is it like a stealth thing for the other players?
Well,
or-
yeah, the other players have to be really stealthy, and they can hear a heartbeat when the killer's near them. So they just have to avoid the killer and turn things on to escape.
terrible.
Gotcha. You guys were turning on generators.
Exactly.
And it opens a door, and then you can get
yeah,
out.
the door is
Right.
powered, so you have to power
So
the
how
door.
does it work with you guys and Funhaus doing?
So
I had watched
what
the
we
video. Fuck
did is we filmed a Let's Watch where Ryan was the killer, Gavin and Michael were watching him, and there were 4 survivors from Funhaus.
Oh, gotcha.
So we released our videos, we released our Let's Watch, and they released their Let's Play of them as the 4 survivors. And it's just so radically different, you know. But anyways, Achievement Hunter won. And so their claim was that we won because we play video games all day while they work. And this sparked a whole thing between, from Michael and Bruce were like just going back and forth on Reddit and stuff, and the people were getting into it, and there was just messages all back and forth.
It was a public feud that it suddenly got just really real.
Yeah.
Like, it just seemed like it was a real fight.
So of course we're all making it worse. Like, I'm jabbing it in there. Elise is coming in. Gavin literally went into the conversation, just wrote like, "What's going on here?" Or something.
And I was like, hey, what are we talking about, guys?
Yeah, hey guys, what are we talking about? Something like
But
that.
but basically, the Funhaus argument is we don't edit, so we have more time to play games.
Is that wrong though?
You don't edit
No.
your videos aren't edited, or you don't.
No,
we
we-
personally do not edit.
We on camera don't edit anymore. I mean, we did for years, but now we have a support team who edits.
Okay.
But they still edit their videos, and that's work.
But I've seen Funhaus play against people and do great. Like,
Yeah.
I think they did a collaboration, I believe, with the Creatures before we had anything to do with the Creatures. They played Counter-Strike. That was a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah.
And
they
I'm
were
not
good.
saying editing isn't work. That's the work. But also, recording the videos work too.
It is.
Like that's a part of you have to do that first, and then you
Right.
can do the second part of work.
Yeah.
It's all work.
Yeah.
But they
when
class
we're
playing
not
games
recording-
as like screwing around.
Right, and when we're not recording, it's because not everybody's there because they're working. Like everybody's off working and
Yeah.
doing everything.
It's just like a weird, just sort of like a weird way to look at it. It's a weird attitude
Whose? See, theirs or yours? Let me guess.
The Funhaus.
I got you. Okay.
because it's all work.
Everything's work.
I mean, eventually, if they, fill out a whole support staff, they will just be on camera more, work the same hours, but just do different pieces of work.
And
The
make
fact is-
more videos. Are you guys okay? That's
the
what I want
fact
to know.
is, we love Funhaus. Funhaus loves us, and
That
we
sounds
both, and we both
rehearsed.
do work.
That sounded rehearsed. What's going on? Is there?
No, I
is
mean,
there-
I love fun. I'm not even involved. I was just like in the background of this.
who's
I like Funhaus.
Who's right in the mix?
Michael, Lawrence, Bruce.
Michael Lawrence.
I don't even
and
think
Bruce.
Lawrence has said
Well,
anything.
Lawrence
though.
was like the one who. sparked
Lawrence
this
is
whole
just the
thing.
mastermind behind the whole
He
thing.
was the one who was, working.
Bart,
Yeah.
what do you think about this? Are they going to make it through this?
I don't know, man.
Sounds rough.
I think
I'm nervous for both sides.
I hate it when mommy and daddy fight. So
Well, you guys will come together in Chicago in a
Yeah,
a
we
month.
will.
Let's play live.
I think it's good if there's a feud anyway.
You know what I hate when people fight? I hate when
cheeky.
Groups of grown men who play video games for a living. I hate when they fight. So shut the fuck
Fight
up.
about
and get back
who-
to work. How about that?
who
Get
is
back to
more-
that.
Get back to what?
Get back to work.
So work, right?
Doing whatever.
Oh.
Doing whatever.
Grown-up
the
men
fuck
play
it
video
is.
games. Argue about
Whether
who's
it's
more grown up.
editing Or playing
Now,
video
to be
games.
fair, we shot ourselves in the foot because they think like there's a lot of stuff going on Rooster Teeth. We're all like doing all that other stuff all the time. MDB,
Yeah.
all that like voice recording. Mike
Yeah.
was doing that today. Meetings, but whenever Funhaus come to town, we stay in Achievement Hunter. Like Achievement Hunter just does that all day.
we clear our schedule.
Yeah, so we can make videos. But they see that as just we sit in the office all day like twiddling our assholes around.
Twiddling our assholes.
Yeah, like doing nothing. So we shot
Remember
ourselves in the
Scheller?
foot. We
Clan
should
that
be
licks?
we should be more busy
To
when they
death.
come and visit.
Make them edit videos.
They do actually. They edit like the note and stuff.
Well, they edit their videos.
Well, they edit their Let's Play.
They don't edit. They don't sit down and edit a Minecraft Let's Play though.
Everyone works very hard and does a great job.
There you go.
That's one thing I
It's
want to
just-
say. I've read some of this, and I want to say that everybody who is at Rooster Teeth works very hard. And it is whenever someone new comes on, especially someone we know comes to work here, I feel like I'm obligated to explain to them, saying, look, the number one thing that will eliminate you from working at Rooster Teeth is a work ethic, because anyone that we have been able to work with, it's always been like other people going, they're just not pulling their weight. Basically,
Yeah, I would say that no one that currently works here is lazy and
one that
is like
currently works
is
here.
waiting for the, waiting for 5 p.m. to come by. Everyone's like excited
No.
to be doing content and making content, which is work.
Also, everyone feels responsible for their work. Like,
Yeah,
you feel
you
like
want to make
you're-
good stuff, like the public can see it. Mm-hmm. But we have had people who have worked here and they're just lazy assholes, and now they don't work here anymore.
like literally, I'm so distracted by the fact that binaural podcast shut off. I'm like sitting here thinking about how am I going to correct that and turn that into a thing now, because that thing, like the batteries died on it and it shut
You
off.
should do the post show as a binaural.
Maybe we'll do that.
Release that.
We'll do something.
Although, but then it
I'll
wouldn't be
figure something
sponsored.
out. I'll figure something out. Hey, did you guys put out the game time from Meg?
Did you turn into
Did you guys
a-
put that one out this weekend? I was on vacation, so I haven't been able to catch up.
Did we do what? Who? What?
The game time from Meg. I turned it into Achievement Hunter, and I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
So anyway,
Who'd you give it to?
Lindsay and Trevor,
I
probably.
didn't see it go up.
Yeah. It probably was just time.
No, they don't
Turned
tell
into
us.
a
Yeah,
Muppet
you
just
know,
now.
Hey. What else want to talk about? Funhaus got trademarked. Die.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. I have a little certificate from the United States government that officially recognizes Funhaus as a registered trademark.
Rooster Teeth is trademark.
Fucking love that. I love it. Oh, I don't know how I skipped this. I got nominated for an Emmy.
Did you?
My episode of Amazing Race, Chamonix, got nominated. So,
So everyone
Wow.
in that is Emmy nominated?
yeah.
Wow.
Sure. Why not? Who the fuck's gonna check on that?
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's the if you watch the season of Amazing Race, it was the episode where we went on top of the mountain, and Ashley and I had this really dramatic thing that we almost ended up getting knocked out of the race because of it, and then that's my thing.
Oh, it's pissed. No one's riding it.
Yeah, it's pissed that no one wants.
I make the same noise when no one rides me for a while.
You're just sat in
one, Barb.
meetings going, meep, meep.
Meep. And then Aaron perks up. And he,
That's cool. Emmy nomination.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like other stuff you've done is more deserving of an Emmy.
I totally agree.
But that's cool.
It doesn't matter. It's still like the checkbox. Same thing with very famous people who win Oscars. They don't necessarily win for their best work, but over time, the Academy learns to appreciate them as an artist, and they say, "We're going to let them win." For
Wow,
us."
screw you, Leo.
All right, Burns.
so are you
What's
going
that?
to go to the Emmys again?
Yeah, like Leo's best work was not. What do you end up winning for?
Revenant?
Revenant. What do you think is his best? Leo's best performance. What were you saying, Barb? Barb, you had a question, I believe.
I was going to say if you were going to go to the Emmys again.
Yes,
With
I
Ashley.
probably. Yeah, if I can go to the Emmys, I'd love to go to the Emmys.
That's
be
not
cool.
your first date with Ashley.
My first date with Ashley.
Now it'll be your last.
Just bookended. I knew we were both going to make the same joke. But yeah, that's
why
a
you cut me
joke,
off.
by the way. That's a joke. The
No.
so that's really cool. So I'm going to make you all refer to me like Funhaus has to have the registered trademark circle now. Same now for me. It's in our style
Bernie
guide.
Burns, registered trademark.
No, Emmy nominated Bernie Burns. That's from now on. Whenever my name appears in print, I want it to appear as Emmy nominated Bernie Burns.
Yeah, Emmy
And if I
nominated.
win,
Actually, isn't it Emmy and then registered trademark nominated?
Emmy
Yeah.
Emmy dash nominated Bernie Burns registered trademark. That's it.
Could it be Dr.
Just make a
Bernie
macro.
Burns?
It'll be easy. Keep it in your clipboard.
Dr.
sir.
Professor.
What you're saying there is you don't
Sir.
think you're going to win the Emmy.
No, that's from now on. I will always be nominated. So that's gonna. But then when once I
You
win
can't
it,
take that away from me.
once I win it, then I will change over to that. Like I want to be humble in this process.
I can tell.
I really want to try to be as humble as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Should I go?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you should go.
A lot of traveling. I knocked everything off my traveling for the year.
I'm streaming nominated.
Are you?
what?
They haven't put out the nominations yet, though, have they?
I was talking about last year.
Yeah. One of the things about the streamies that's always tough. We really, really, really don't like asking the audience to like do voting stuff for us. We don't do that. Like if we ever,
And some people really, really do.
and some people really do. And also, I get the feeling it sucks because occasionally we will like once a year for like streamies have been the thing we've done like once a year where we ask people to vote for us in something. And the audience always goes, I thought you guys never asked people to do this. It's like, yeah, but this is just like once a year. It's like
It's rare.
It's very rare.
Well,
that
we'd
we do
rather
it.
have the audience on our side when we do something like Laser Team Kickstarter.
Exactly right. Or $1 Million Butt. Or in the case of what's coming up is like whenever we do a charity live stream. That's like I feel like we're already asking the audience to do something that's for a good cause. That's the kind of stuff I like to reach out to the audience for.
But also, some people are just looking for ways to support the company that they love. And so, like, if nominating us or supporting us by voting for us is the way they could do that, then they'll want to.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes we to our own detriment, we have waited too long to the process to start asking people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a real thing and we should like
Talking
try.
about that year we were nominated for Best Channel.
Yeah. The year
Yeah.
we were nominated for Best Channel, we started asking people to vote for us like a week into a month-long process, or not the last week of a month-long process. We started asking people to do it.
Yeah.
And if we'd have just started sooner, it would have been a totally different story.
Yeah, apparently, like, our numbers were like this, and the other channel that was pushing, like, was also going at the same rate. We would have hit them and passed them, but
Started too late.
But
But streaming
for
is
a matter
also
of
the
time.
one where like everyone can vote 100 times a day or something.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too.
That's kind of weird.
No, it's just no, it's not weird. It's bad. It's a bad system.
Yeah, because it's a tweet.
Yeah.
So
Just
that you're
bribe
asking that
them.
person to tweet 100 times that day.
It also just floods stuff.
they want
Yeah.
they want the hashtag streamies to trend.
right.
So it
They
makes
do.
sense for them to want people to do
It makes
that.
sense why they do it, and it also makes sense of why we would want to ask people to do it, but we haven't really talked about it this year. I've started to see other channels starting to do it, and it's like we're kind of just like we're not doing that yet.
I think it's because they haven't put out the nominees yet.
Yeah, but there's a call for nominations that are publicly sourced. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's like one of those things. It's like we may end up asking in the next couple of weeks here to do it, but we'll see.
Nominate us for stuff.
We tend tend
not?
to.
We'll be like
we-
that cat gift.
Best
tend to
channel,
avoid it.
best whatever.
All of this.
T-Mobile. Oh, Pokemon added $2 billion to Nintendo's market cap. Did you guys read about that?
Fuck.
Excuse me, $8 billion
Bam.
Fuck.
to Nintendo's market cap. $8 billion. So the stock price went up so much, it set a record for the Japanese stock market. $8 billion was added to the value of the company. That is, Pokemon Go has added the value that is equal to what Disney paid for Marvel and for Lucasfilm, basically. They paid about $4 million for each
From a
one.
property that's over 20 years old.
That just has a mobile game. A mobile game. We're going to see so many of these fucking mobile games.
Yeah.
It's going to be unbelievable. All right, well, we're a little long because Gus isn't here. So anything else? Last thoughts? Barb, do you have anything?
I'm excited
Gav,
for the
how about you?
post.
Sorry. It's a running joke
Wow.
tonight. You're
so
excited?
funny.
What are you excited about? Making out with somebody?
The post show.
Oh, the post show.
Yeah.
Okay. Gav, anything? Last thoughts?
I'm good. I'm all good.
Jeremy?
I'll say here. Good podcast.
How did you
Send out those invitations.
how did you find your first podcast?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Hey, RT podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been watching it for a while.
ART
so-
podcast.
Did you actually watch the
We should
podcast?
say-
I've been watching the podcast since like episode probably like 100.
Damn.
Latecomer.
Yeah, I am pretty. I remember because it was like a video podcast or something.
Oh yeah,
Like
that was the
episode
first
of-
video podcast.
Yeah.
Was 100.
So that's when I jumped on board.
So you missed like the 20s?
Yes.
Someone
when you were
suggested I
around
change
there.
my name on Twitter to Emmy-nominated Bernie Burns. I'm totally going to do that.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Emmy
then when you
nominee,
go-
formerly known as Bernie Burns.
I like it.
Then when you should go.
guys-
Bam.
Emmy-nominated Bernie Burns. You guys are on top of it. Bam. Look at that. What a world we live in that I can just do that. I can see that it's not taking up the full screen. Oop. Then I get catch the lights.
You look great. Your hat's
You
great too.
spun
in
your
that
hand
picture.
earlier and it also spun the screen. It was cool.
What does that mean?
I forget it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it, everybody. Gus will be back next week. Thank you for tuning into this week's Rooster Teeth podcast. And if you're a sponsor, watch the post show. I have a special request that I'd like to make for a small group of sponsors as part of the
First
post show.
members.
First members.
Thanks, everybody.
Love
I say
you.
Sponsors. You can say either way. And the interview.
Hey! We're doing this. Who are these people? It's a whole bunch of people on here that are not the normal people on the podcast.
Who are you?
I'm I'm John. I'm John. Hi. Welcome to the podcast post show thingamajig whatever.
We have a very special post show.
Yeah.
I'm Barbara, by the way, but you guys know.
We are so good at this. We are so good at this.
Great intro, guys.
Yeah.
Great.
We totally know what we're doing. They just started counting down.
this?
Michael just started saying numbers. I was like, all right, let's just do this. Hi, I'm John. Welcome to the podcast post
Who
show.
do we have with us, John?
We're joined today by Katie Wilson and Andre Meadows.
Hey,
Thanks for having us.
Thanks,
Really
yeah.
excited to be here.
I'm so
good to be here.
proud that I just remembered your guys' last names right now.
That was
Good.
impressive.
I literally blank out on names constantly throughout the day, like Dory, but just last names all day long.
Oh yeah, a
true.
lot of hey,
Yeah,
dude,
What's up,
up,
guys?
man?
No, the best is when you just introduce your friend to that person. So
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, this is my friend Andre. And then they
Yeah.
introduce
And then you
themselves.
just
and
hope
you're
they
like,
do
oh,
it.
yeah, her name
You
was
just wait for that pause.
I
I had
always
to go.
do.
Yes, I am. Boom, back at you.
I always do the, so you got any, like, nicknames?
It's horrible.
Or, like, do you spell that the normal way?
I don't think I've ever told this story, but I actually, this is how bad my amnesia of names go. I had Paul Scheer on my show and on the spot, and half of the show, I forgot his last name.
What?
Just like I know him and I know of him and everything like that, and just my brain was like, you know what? Let's just lose that bit of information, and you're gonna spend the rest of your show questioning if you're saying the right name.
So what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
saying is they are much better than Paul Scheer.
yeah, no, that's what I said at the
All
top.
right.
I said at the top of the show.
We're going to quiz
Katie
you
Wilson,
halfway
Andre
through.
Hey, you guys are here for a special thing. You guys are doing a thing for Comic-Con with Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi presents
Yes,
STCC.
Sci-Fi presents live
Yes.
from Comic-Con.
That's fucking cool.
Hosted by Will Arnett.
Yes, it's gonna be hosted by Will Arnett. They're doing a whole 3-day event there where they're just covering as much of Comic-Con as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Which I just took a second to look through the schedule of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And I was like scrolling through and I didn't have like the times, like my phone couldn't do it. I was like, this is a lot of panels. And I realized I was looking at one like hour of
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And it was
There's
just
so
going.
much.
It's just going. And it's like, all right, 11:15 now.
Yeah.
And they also have programming, like, almost all week, right? Like,
Well, there's
Wednesday.
programming. Yeah, there's panels and stuff all week long, multiple times, and then there's the show floor where there's stuff going on, different booths and everything, and then there's outside where people will have like special station that's going on, and then it's in the Gaslamp district, so all the shops and restaurants and everything they theme themselves out to be part of it. So it's like a
Total
whole like nerd
It's an
land.
experience.
Yeah.
It really is.
So tell me, what do you do to not sleep for 3 days? Is it just mostly like, hard drugs and alcohol, or is it like? Because how do you stay awake and like get all that information so you guys can do your show?
Comic-Con.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's all
You
good
feed
stuff.
off the energy of it.
You
Yeah.
guys have to like condense all that down for your
That's
show.
true.
Yeah.
Well, we have such a wide range of things that we love,
Cool.
and especially at Comic-Con.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a lot
Our
of things
schedules
on
are a
our
little
radar.
different.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you guys
yeah.
focus
We're
on
very
like what you
different.
like.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's perfect because he'll cover one completely different aspect of Comic-Con, and
Yeah.
I'll cover the other. We'll come together, and then we're like the perfect mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If it's animated and jumping around and goofy and silly, I got you.
That's nice.
But if any zombies or dystopian
Swords,
futures and swords come into play, or spaceships,
Give me Game of
swords.
Thrones, Walking
Yeah, like
Dead all day.
yes, giant walls.
Looking for
So-
swords at Comic Con.
Do you think
Always.
like 10-year-old Katie and 10-year-old Andre would be really jealous of you guys right now and what you're doing?
Oh.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, it's one thing to even just going to Comic-Con for the
Yeah.
first time was like an exciting thing because I didn't even know about that when I was young. But now getting to the point where we're being a part of this, where we're working with Sci-Fi, they have this televised show that Will Arnett's going to be hosting, and then we're doing an online show on their Facebook and YouTube page to be able to bring Comic-Con home to people. So if they can't go, we're like bringing it
Yeah.
to them in
Right.
this lounge. It's going to be a lot of fun. So like that's an awesome experience. It's like you're not just going to Comic-Con, we're now
Yeah.
a part of it,
Yeah.
and we get to be the people to be like the ambassadors
Yeah.
for everyone on their tablets and their
And
phones.
imagine if that were around when we were kids.
Yeah,
Could you
like-
imagine?
yeah.
I would have loved that.
Like
Yeah,
I was
so-
screaming about go to Disneyland all the time. I should have been like, I want to go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, imagine live streaming Disney like every day, all day.
I'm sure there's someone out there on Periscope.
Yeah.
Still a small world.
Yeah.
So to make this clear for everybody, so like starting Thursday, 8
Yes.
o'clock, Will has his show that's
Yes.
going to be on Sci-Fi
That
Channel.
will be on Sci-Fi's TV channel.
And then after that show, you guys are
We're
going to
the
go
after
live.
show.
You guys are
Yeah.
have show
Yeah.
live on Facebook Live and YouTube Live.
We're like
Yeah.
the Talking Dead.
Yeah, we're the talking sci-fi presents
Yeah.
live from Comic-Con.
But yeah, it's they're gonna have a lounge there. We're
Got a
gonna
ring
be
to it.
in there, and yeah, and it's gonna be fun. And the thing about it is that everyone that's like in the lounge is near where we're shooting, so
Yeah.
it is
You never know what's gonna
unpredictable.
happen.
People
Yeah, you
guys
just
have guests
walk
and
by.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
environments can be super casual, and whoever walks through will walk through, and hopefully we can snag some special guests.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And it's gonna be interactive too, so people will be able to like have
Yeah, because you guys
comments
be
and-
live streaming.
Oh, yeah.
So
live
people
streaming
can
and
totally
everything,
like
so
use
people
hashtags and
Yeah.
talk in chat and everything like that.
Yeah,
That'll be-
yeah.
That'll be fucking cool.
Well, I
Yeah.
assume you guys have been to Comic-Con before, right?
Oh, yeah.
What has
Yeah.
your favorite thing always been? What are you looking forward to most
Like, do you have
this
like
year?
a moment from Comic Con that just stands out amongst all of the moments?
Many moments. You want to go first?
Well, mine's just kind of silly, so I think yours is a little more standard, like
Standard fangirl.
No, but it's like you're like this. Other people be like, "Oh my gosh," and mine is more like oh, you did that. Like that was your
Really?
Like I went on a Ninja Turtle scavenger hunt one year.
Really cool. That is awesome. Are you kidding me?
No, it was a lot of fun because it was like you had to go find these different buttons with all Ninja Turtles on them, but one would be like at their comic area, one would be like at their video game area, one was like a turtle van that was outside, and if you got them all, you got to go to this Ninja Turtles anniversary party which had pizza and cake.
That sounds pretty
See,
amazing.
and this is how opposite we are because mine's a Game of Thrones story. The very first year that Game of Thrones was at Comic-Con, it really wasn't as huge as it is today.
Yeah.
Like if you try to get
Yeah,
anywhere
yeah.
close to
Oh,
the
yeah.
people, like
I've seen there's like an 80-foot barrier.
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's insane, and everyone's trying to get autographs and stuff, and people camp out overnight just to be able to do that. But that first year, I brought my Game of Thrones book with me and just happened to bump into all the cast members as they were doing their signing, and was just like,
Whoa. Oh my
"Hey,
God.
will you sign my book?" And they all signed my book.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That is
Nice thing
probably
to have up
worth
in the
a
One of
library.
those
lot.
moments.
Yeah, that's always one of the fun things is when a show does a panel before it comes out.
Yeah.
And so it's like people are like, oh, I guess I'll watch this, or they're like sitting there waiting for whatever the panel is after it, and you're like, someone's like the real fan of that thing already.
Yeah.
And then the following year comes out, it's already aired, it gets so much buzz, and then you try to go back.
Oh, you can't even get a seat.
And it's not even possible. It was it was like you were in room 5DEF, and now you're in hall H, you know,
Yeah.
and it's completely different. So it's crazy what fandoms can either continue or just start
Yeah.
at Comic-Con.
The thing at Comic Con that I'm always looking forward to is that because like on the subject of there's so much happening at Comic Con, it's a lot of white noise. Like you're really just like things that you guys do are like what people need in order to be able to like digest Comic Con. They need
yeah.
someone else to like whittle it down, give me the best stuff, give me what happened. So I think what always at Comic Con I'm looking forward to is the things that people do, the stunts to like stand out, like the Andrew Garfield in a Spider-Man costume, in the audience, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yes.
And so those are the ones that actually catch your interest because there's just too much. There's everybody has a panel. Everyone's doing announcements and that kind of thing.
There's hundreds. You can't go to. I mean, I tell people pick one thing per day.
Yeah,
that's
honestly,
all you'll
you
be
have
able
to.
to get to
Yeah.
be honest.
Because the thing that people forget sometimes, or if you don't know if you haven't been, is that once you get inside a room, you can just sit in there. So what happens is people will go wait in line the night before, sleep over, whatever.
There's
go
probably
into
people in
hall
line
H.
right now.
Probably, yeah, there probably is.
Sleeping over.
And then you can you sit there, so you can have people like watch panels all day long, or they'll stay till a specific one. So it's a lot.
What was the panel? Was it last year where someone did a panel and then was it the Star Wars one where JJ
Yeah.
took everyone to the party and then
Yeah.
left
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith's panel room
Yeah.
empty?
Yeah.
Did you read his bio on the Comic-Con schedule this year?
Kevin?
It's hysterical. Yeah.
Like, did he
'cause-
address it and
Yes,
everything?
yes. I think it opens with something like, have you ever had a panel in Hall H and then J.J. Abrams clears the entire room
What
to
they
take
should have
everyone to
done
a Star
is
Wars
put him
concert.
before J.J. Abrams this time, and he could have taken the whole panel
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, I
And he
know,
just takes
poor
them out
guy.
to eat. Like
Yeah.
just
I know. Everyone should just go to that panel just to support poor Kevin.
Did they ever like reconcile that like face to face? Like did JJ and Kevin
I think there were
ever?
some tweets
best.
back and forth of like, "Hey, I'm sorry, my bad." You know, maybe Kevin gets to go to see Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the way
or
to do
they'll
it.
put him in episode 8 or something. I don't know.
Some type of thank you. My favorite moment I've ever seen from Comic-Con is Bryan Cranston. He wore a Walter White mask
Yes.
around the floor and then showed up to the Breaking Bad panel and took it off, and it was just Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to
awesome.
be like a trend now where it's like, what can you do to dress up and actually get around the con?
Well,
as?
apparently Elijah Wood goes every year and dresses up. So you guys should find him.
Yeah. Well, now I'm worried that it's going to be like some Scooby-Doo gang that's going to come around and just take everyone's mask off that's at Comic-Con.
Oh no.
Let's see who this Deadpool really is.
Now, have you guys ever gone as just like attendees, or have you guys always gone as like working for whatever channel or whatever you guys are doing?
No, the first year I went was, I went, this shows how long ago it was. I went on a Saturday where I bought my tickets a couple days before.
You were able to do that at one
back
point?
in the day, back in the old time. And then I bought my 4-day pass when I was there for like $50 or something crazy. And it was like, you're good to go. You're set. You know, go ahead and get your hotel room now. And like now that's completely different. But
They sell like in seconds as soon
yeah.
as they go online.
So I had to figure out how to work so I could keep going.
Yeah. No kidding.
This is actually my first year that I get to go for a big work thing.
Yeah,
'cause
that
I've
seems to
been
be the
going-
ideal way to go.
Yeah, I've been going as a fan for so long, and just kind of like gazing up at all the actors and hosts and everything, just being like, one day.
Getting all the Game of Thrones autographs.
I
and
know.
everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
One day I'll be on the other side. So this is such a cool opportunity that we get to do and share some really cool news with everyone at home.
Yeah, that's why Sci-Fi kind of reached out. They wanted to have a fan perspective of it, just to get people who genuinely go to the conventions and genuinely enjoy it to be able to be the people to talk about it, because it's only going to be a different vibe when you're doing that.
I gotta say, like when you watch things like with the show you guys are doing, the presents kind of thing, when you can tell the difference between when someone is hired to do it who's just the face, and like it's like, well, we're getting this person because people know them, but they know nothing about what they're talking about. Or you have the nerds who can actually explain and express and geek out about the stuff that they're announcing.
But that's the fun thing about it, because there's just so much stuff. So like there's things that Katie will tell me about, and I don't know anything about it, but she's so hyped about it that I get hyped about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, I'm excited. Sure.
Yeah.
You're going to do that for
I have no
everyone
idea
at
what you're talking
home.
about, but yeah. And that's fun. I mean, that's what happens down there. You just like
Yeah.
everyone's fandom in some way or form, no matter what you're into. There's somebody there that's ready to celebrate with you, and you just get caught up in that hype, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
So.
Is there anything you guys are particularly interested about Comic-Con this year? Like anything you're hoping will happen, or any announcements you're looking for?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, as far as panels, I always want to go to the Game of Thrones panel, and I really want to try to make it to the 100 panel. It's another show that I love.
Oh, the
Walking
100?
Dead.
The 100, yeah.
Which he
As
got me
cool
hooked
folks
on.
call it the 100.
The 100.
Just kidding.
The Hundy.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Any exciting news?
Well, that's always the thing, is like you have the panels, and then there's always some special announcement that happens. I always like to see if like any of the movie studios will drop any new trailers
Wonder Woman.
or new cast or anything
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we were talking about DC a second ago. Has there been a collective Justice League panel yet at Comic-Con where they've gotten like Ezra and Momoa and all the actors like together, like like the Avengers had their like everyone get on stage moment, like has Justice League done that yet?
I don't know, but if Jason Momoa is involved, I will be there.
He's
I feel you there.
He will be there
lot of
eventually, whether it's this year or not. He will obviously have to be there at some point.
Yeah,
so
this
I'm sure you will be the first to know.
I'll be right in the front row.
If you do see him, give us a touch. For everyone watching back home.
I will.
Just a little touch.
This is from Rooster Teeth.
So I can live vicariously through you.
Yes.
and this is from
It sounds dark, but I want it to happen. I really do want it to happen.
When I see it happen, I'll be like, I felt that. Yeah, that's for all of us.
But those moments are always cool. Like because that's the moment that like the internet's gonna go crazy over, or people will start announcing it online and stuff like that. So I think that you're starting to see more of the panels trying to find that buzzworthy thing that they don't tell you about, and it just happens, and people get excited about it.
Totally.
So. But I'm really interested in seeing what, even if it's just like showing some more of like Wonder Woman or something like that, I'm really interested in seeing what Warner Brothers and DC are going to bring.
Yeah, it seems like they're the ones that needs to step up their game and show that they can contest with like Marvel and
we still
everything.
got you.
Like it feels like this
still love you.
Comic-Con is their opportunity to like try and do that.
Yeah. Well, WB has Harry Potter this year, so I don't think that will be
Well, that's true.
too big of a problem for them with that, at least. 'Cause
Yeah.
the Harry Potter fandom is strong.
Yeah.
Does the new movie have a panel this year? The new Harry Potter movie?
Well,
It'll be a part of their block.
Yeah,
Okay.
usually what happens is the studio will have like a block, and then they sort of hit all of their major upcoming releases in that. And then that's the thing. That's why they can usually sometimes sneak in a surprise, because they'll have like 2 or 3 things listed in the bio, and then they'll be like, oh, but wait, and then somebody pops up or something pops up that you didn't expect, and you get some cool surprises. So we'll see what happens.
You and I were talking a second ago. I was asking you about Comic-Con, and you brought up Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And you brought up the fact that, like, you wanted a Power Rangers announcement happen at Comic-Con or something, but then you brought up that there's a Power Rangers con later.
Yeah.
And they'll most likely save probably for
Wait,
their con.
what is it
Now that
called?
makes me sad because I really want something. I want even just a dumb 30-second teaser that has nothing. But a black screen and like 2 seconds of a Zord at the end.
Yeah.
That's it. That's sometimes a lot how those teasers go. And it's
Do you remember the
amazing.
Rogue One teaser?
Yeah,
Yes.
It was just a space with sound. That's all it was. And I was still like, chills.
What if we had Bryan Cranston wearing the Zordon mask?
Yeah.
Walking around.
Oh my fucking
Just 10
God.
seconds of boom. And then Bryan Cranston, may the power protect you. 2017. People with that alone,
Yeah.
whole
Just the
crowd will
sound.
lose
Just
their mind.
the like that's it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Boners
I'm-
popping all throughout Comic-Con. Everywhere. You just hear a sight. That's just everyone's boners popping.
Oh, that's the sound of a boner to you? I didn't know what sound effect you were making
It's
there,
like
Barb.
the air that like goes through your pants when it just lifts.
Barb, have you ever heard a boner?
No. Have
Boners
you?
don't normally make like any noise like that.
Well, when you have a collective thousands and thousands of boners popping at the same time.
It's like I love those moments when you're in a huge crowd of people and then the person from the stage like asks for everyone to make one sound or do something
Yeah, like crack their knuckle.
Gavin at the Slimmer Guys panel RTX had everyone flash their phones at him at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And that was like, it was all sparkly and pretty and everything like
Looked
that.
like fireworks, yeah.
I would love to hear the sound of 1,000 boners going off all at
Me
once.
too. Make it happen. Comic-Con.
That'll be
Yeah.
a Kevin Smith spot. that'll keep everybody there.
Now I have a goal to make for the next RTX when I have a panel. Somehow. How do you get 1,000 boners to go off at the same time? How do you have 1,000 boners?
I don't know. We gotta do some research. Yeah.
Apparently.
Seriously though, if there was, it just like show like the all the Zords together.
Yeah.
Show them just that, and you will have a million nerds losing their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see
really
what
would.
happens. You never know.
I want a trailer.
Yeah. But like I said, but at Power Morphicon, the Power Rangers.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's Power Morphicon. Yeah, I'm assuming
there.
that if anything major happens, that's probably gonna be the start of it there, just because all the Power Ranger fans are already there. But I'm sure there'll be things at Comic-Con as well. You kind of can't miss it.
Is Stan Lee going to be there this year?
At Comic-Con?
He's getting to that point now where he's like, did you see the video of him on a panel of something where he was like, someone asked a question and he was about to tell, someone was asking like, what was his favorite cameo he's made?
Yeah.
And he said, my favorite cameo is one that hasn't been shown yet. And he almost started telling what the show was, and someone down in the audience, like a PR person, was like, "Stan, no, Stan, no." And Stan's like, "What?" And he got up and went over, and they're like, "You can't say." He's like, "I was just gonna say what movie it was." Like, no, you can't even do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I like how Stan's getting to that point where he's just like gonna start like dropping bombs of
Well,
like
that's
secrets.
all of them are like that. Anytime you see like the press go down and someone asking an actor a question, they always kind of look over in a corner, and there's always that person that's like,
Yeah.
That's got to be rough.
Yeah.
Like because there's a lot of secrets now. I mean, like
probably
Mark
need
Hamill even
someone-
talks about like he has secrets about Star Wars that that only like him and 2 other people know. So they know if it leaks, it's got to be him.
Yeah.
And he's got incentives that if he keeps them secret, he gets like bonuses.
wow.
And so like at least that's what that's what I
Sounds like an
read.
achievement.
It's kind of like they are literally doing things in order to like keep secrets that secret.
Love that.
Can't believe that's what it's come to.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's got to be like contractual obligations now, where if you break this secret,
Oh, yeah.
we will sue your fucking ass.
I would not want to be that person
No.
for sure. But it happens from time to time. But yeah, I just love the fact that you get like a prize for keeping your mouth shut.
Well,
good
with, like,
job. Here's a
good
loot
job.
box.
They're getting so much more and more valuable, these secrets, because like it's almost impossible to keep something under wraps nowadays.
Well, the other issue that they're having a lot of times is that a lot of the panels want to show exclusive footage, like still in development, test footage, early CGI footage or something, and they want to keep it exclusive to the people there.
Yeah.
And then somebody tries to pull out that cell
impossible.
phone.
It's impossible.
Yeah. So there's been talks about like we saw an article the other day.
yeah.
Apparently there's some new tech that they're messing around with that
Yeah.
like blocks the cell phones.
Who knows if that was just like a
room.
ploy? It's like the whole like there's red dye in the pool if you pee in the pool.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I went to.
Wait, there's not?
But no, I went to an event where they showed some Star Trek Beyond footage.
Yeah.
And we had to put our phones in this little green packet. And so we got to keep the phone, but the packet completely blocked the signal.
Well, what's going to stop you from taking it out of the packet?
It's
Yeah.
snapped shut. Once it snaps shut, you can't. They have to like open it for you. It's like a special lock.
It's so bizarre sounding. I understand the exclusivity of going to a con, and we have the same thing at our own con where we have there are certain things that we will cut the live feed of the thing,
Yeah.
so the people at the convention are only ones who get to see it because there's exclusivity to it, but. With SDCC, it's getting to the point where it's almost impossible. So it's almost like they'd want to just show the footage instead of some, shitty, cam version of it.
Yeah, a lot of times they show it exclusively for the guests at Comic-Con,
Yeah.
and then they post it later online on
Yeah.
their own, YouTube channels. But a lot of times, well, I don't know if it's a lot of times, but a few times, companies have accidentally posted that exclusive content before the panel starts. So everyone's like, what? We were
Yeah.
supposed to see this. And then they see it and it's not as exciting because they already saw it online.
Or if it gets leaked, they'll pull the okay, guys, since you leaked it, I guess we got to put it out online and make
Yeah.
a big deal about it.
Yeah.
When that was
Batman
pretty much
v
their
Superman
plan.
last year?
Yeah, it was pretty much their plan all along or something. But
I was like, oh no, we leaked this Deadpool footage that we were
darn.
working on. Oh
Yeah,
no, now we're
exactly.
making the movie. Oh,
Guess we have
hate when
to.
that happens.
yeah, racking, fracking.
That's literally what Ryan Reynolds talks about. He's like, yeah, it just kind of happened, and now we made the movie.
And I was in a suit when I woke up, and
Yeah.
they made me do all this action and lines, and they made a movie out of it. It was weird.
I slipped and I was just kept pressing buttons while my phone was falling out of my hands and just went uploaded on YouTube. I don't know what happened.
So say it again. So Thursday, you guys are is when you guys start. You guys doing all
Yeah.
Comic Con
Thursday, Friday,
Thursday,
Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, yes.
8:00 on Sci-Fi Channel with Will.
Yeah,
and
8
then
o'clock
after
Eastern
show with
time.
you guys
Yeah.
at what time?
Where it's the show's about an hour, and then we'll be on immediately
Right after.
You guys will
So,
jump
yeah.
on to Facebook.com live and YouTube
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
And it's completely live from San Diego. Everything's gonna be happening.
You guys are
And
going
you
to be
never know what's going to
and you
happen
just-
on our show.
Yeah, or
That's
on
for
theirs.
sure.
It's like-
On theirs,
Selling
yeah,
point.
that's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's big. It's a big thing, and sci-fi is all about. Cause some people are like, so you're just covering just sci-fi at
Yeah.
Comic-Con? It's like no, sci-fi is covering
all of it.
all
Everything.
elements of it. So everyone comes together.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Looking forward to seeing that.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're excited.
Anything else?
I'm super excited to see it, just
Yeah.
because I won't be able to go to Comic Con this year, and so
You'll
what
get
we're
your
here
now
for.
news
it's
and
like
your
I can't
recaps
be
and everything
there.
from us.
And then you can at home.
and I could
Whatever
touch
the sound was.
pretty actors and stuff. And all that jazz. What I normally do at Comic Con.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Have
Bye-bye.
fun.
We will.
Worst names for a dating app. Barb?
Help me, I'm desperate.
Yep. That's a very good name. Blaine?
Holy priests and little boys.
Yes. There's a theme on this side of the room.